What up, what up, what up, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen of Prestige, welcome back. This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How a day? Today's what? Today's Wednesday. Yes, today's Wednesday, the 28th, with just a few more days from 2023. If you're excited about 2023, do me a favor. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Say something in the chat. Just say loud and clear, something like that. Just so I can know that I'm not talking to myself. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Sounds a little quiet here. Let's get something going. Yep. There you go. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Welcome back. All right. Like the good old days. It's a little quiet in the chat. You're going to say something? Just let me know if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, you can see my mouth. Let me know that no sound or something like that. Just let me know. Let's check the audio visual, make sure everything is good. And then we can get started. Today we're talking about, I'm reviewing a few videos today. Okay, we're reacting to this video that everyone wanted me to watch. We're going to be reacting to that. Okay, welcome back. Yes, there's a delay sometimes, so I know that you're all trying to say something right now. Let me see. All right, there we go. Hey, Liz, good to see you, Liz. Good to see you, Rebecca. Thank you. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you. And shout out to FixedNet. Thank you, Blessed. Good to see you all. Welcome. Star Girl, good to see you. Life with Natu. Hello, Life with Natu. I was just hearing your voice. I was watching the replay of Antibees. I think that was you. I'm not sure. But good to see you all. Yeah, thank you so much. So do me a favor as you are just coming in, as you're dropping in, hit that like button, share and subscribe. And as you know, the algorithms is not always perfect. There's more content than than the attention that we have. So if you just want to make sure that you get notified, when we go live, just go ahead and join the WhatsApp group, join the Prestige family on the WhatsApp group. You can go to www.lolaanola.com/WhatsApp. Simply go to that link from your phone. It will drop you into the group, and then you become a part of the group. You become officially a part of the Prestige family. Okay. So I see some of you coming. You don't introduce yourself. Do me a favor, when you come in, introduce yourself. Just say hello and let us know who you are, when you do come in. Okay. But like I said, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Yes, that was you. I thought it was. Good to see you. All right. So we have this reaction thing that we're going to do today. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just get to it. Let's see what Auntie Sarah Martins. It seems like nobody knew who she was. I didn't know who she was. I'm a terrible gauge to know who the actress and actors are these days. Nollywood actors, that is. Because I don't really watch the movies. Nothing against those movies, just don't have the time. But I do come across, like the most popular ones as my wife is watching and stuff like that, But it seems like nobody knows who she is or what she was, But either way, we now know she's going to be a little bit extra famous tonight, okay? She's going to become a little extra famous, so nonetheless, But here we are. Hey, Ziwenji Konda, good to see you. Hello. Hey, Glamola. Hey, Stella. Good to see you, Stella. Yep. And Natsu says, didn't even know she was an actress. Okay, well, we're about to make her famous. Maybe she will get some more roles after this. And shout out to Daddy Freeze again. We are going to be using his videos, clips of his videos, and reacting to it, all within the fair use guidelines. So today, let's just get into the first one. Let's get it going.
All this, we have Sarah. All this, we have Sarah.
Can you please mute me? Just sleeping and waking up and just eating, and shopping.
Go first.
There are people out there that I can, Can you please mute your audio? Yeah.
On the AC in my room.
Ha.
So our first impression is to start yelling out of nowhere when people are on a show. Okay, that's a good start, right? She's literally yelling, "Go off! Go off the AC!" Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
All right, all right, all right. All this. We have Sarah Martins here. Sarah, how far?
Off the AC, Mary, please.
So you know what I mean? There are people out there that you can help. You can travel the world with your husband, and yeah, they're not.
Right.
Off the AC,
make
my
my-
room fast.
But anyway,
Then you go to your room.
Sarah, how far?
I do enjoy watching the Free Show, especially when all these ladies are on and they're talking over each other, and especially the obedient slash batified slash articulated ones. It gets really, really rugged over there, you know. But yeah, again, I'm watching this with you together for the first time, okay? But I've heard some of the things you guys had to say on B Show and around the internet, in the group chats, you know. But let's see if she's making any sense. Let's bring us up to speed, though. You know, what are we talking about today? YUL EDOCHIE, the superstar, over the past 3 days, has been making news because he wants to do polygamy. Okay, he wants to practice polygamy, but he's having a hard time. Not just by watching him, he's having a hard time. Okay, and he's trying to beg his wife, who just not too long ago, less than a year ago, found out that, oh, this is about polygamy. Well, I don't want to be a part of it, right? But he's trying to beg his wife to get into polygamy. And there's this other lady that had a baby for him, Judy Austin. And, you know, apparently they've been dating. I just learned that they've been dating for 10 years, completely, like, you know, in another city altogether. But one of the things that I heard this young lady to the right hand side of your screen, hopefully that's the right hand side of your screen. She's the one in the bottom that has not talked yet, not the one with the glasses. That's the person who we are here to listen to today. Let's see if she has some inside information about what happened over the past God knows how long between YUL and his side chick slash audio second wife. So, and that's what we're about to find out. Let's see if it's all making sense, because some people claim that he's in love with Judy, right? I think Judy is moving kind of like, you know, he's in love. But I have questions, you know, but let's get into it. That's what we're talking about today. So we're about to listen to this insider, Sarah Martins. She's also an actress in Nollywood industry, Nigerian movie industry. And she's supposedly the unofficial spokesperson for YUL and Judy. And she's going to tell us what's going on inside. That's what I heard. So let's see.
My sister.
Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi, darling. They don't fight me since, so this matter long ago.
Close your room, please. Go to your room and close your room.
So, how do I get Remy's video is not good.
Daddy Freeze.
So,
Oh.
I'm listening to you. You were the one that started this whole, at least this part of the drama. And you put a picture of Yul's family, that's May's kids and Judith and her lovely son. So there's been quite a lot of back and forth about it. I don't even know where to start asking the questions from, because these people have exhausted me with their talk, this Samaria and Remy. So my question is, you seem to know Yul quite well. What is Yul really up to? Because it seems to be...
That sounded like Daddy Freeze doesn't really believe her too. He said, you seem to know Yul very well. Well, do they really know each other? Right? We're about to find out. I will be able to tell today. By the end of tonight's show, I'll be able to tell if she really knows what she's talking about or not. Okay. Shout out to Khaled. Hey Khaled, it's good to see you. Shout out to Stella, says glory be to God. Hello, D Love. Good to see you. Hey, Chinye, welcome. Gracious greatness, my guy. Those children are not going to go to their room and close their room. You can tell. Of course not. Off the AC. But anyway, let's continue.
Joking to us. We don't know. Today he's apologizing. Tomorrow he's back. So we don't understand. We are online in-laws. I hope you know.
Yeah, well, left for me, yeah. I wouldn't want to come online and talk about.
But she's already online. Oh, Lord. Online in-laws / monitoring spirits. But she wouldn't want to come online. But she just happened to be online. But she really wouldn't want to come online. But she would want to just stay online. Yeah, okay, all right, let's keep going. I don't want to call the cap too early. It's too early. All right? Maybe there's no cap, right?
About somebody's personal life. I think that question should be directed to you himself to answer. I can't come and tell you what YUL EDOCHIE is all about. That's not.
Oh, the question should be directed to you. Let's see if she's able to back up what she just said. Okay? Because if that question should be directed to you, she shouldn't answer any further questions, right? And she shouldn't have any strong opinions, right? But I have a feeling she has opinions. Well, not a feeling. People already told me she has opinions, but I'm watching it for the first time. Shout out to you, Tracy Benson. Good to see you. Gores, good to see you. Gores says she knows them. I think she knows them, but as she knows them and she knows them, well, she knows more than the rest of us, obviously, right? Good to see you, bro. Patrick. Good to see you, sir. The children will start displaying corny attitude from now. Okay. I'm guessing you've seen this video. Let's hope not. Let's hope it's clear, right? She knows them well, and she's sending a message across on behalf of her friend, right? Somebody said that yesterday, right? Who is she deceiving? Chinye is not having it. Like, it's too early, right? She expressed the opinion. Oh, she did, right? But we shall see. Not wanting to come online. I wouldn't want to come online already. You know what? Let me just go ahead and play the sound effect for her already.
Stop the cap.
Right? Stop the cap. It's too early. Come on, Sarah. Come on. Anyway, let's keep going. Shout out to you, Treasure Desire. Shout out to you. All right.
That's.
Do you know why?
Sorry?
Because
Shout out
This
to the
year,
ads.
treat yourself and your home to Wayfair's ultimate end-of-year.
do you know why I'm directing it to you? Because
Okay.
you put up that picture. That's why.
Yeah, I saw that picture somewhere on Facebook. I wasn't the one that actually photoshopped the whole thing.
No, it
Yeah,
was trending. I saw it as well. It was trending.
Thank you. I saw that picture somewhere rant on Facebook, and
So for those of you that say she's not popular, she just happened to be the one with enough clout. I actually tried to look for her page. I couldn't find her page, but Sarah Martins is Oyinbo name. Maybe that's why. For those of you that say she's not popular, well, clearly she's popular enough to make this photo trend, or to be the first celebrity in charge, CIO, to make this picture popular. Well, at least for you to catch YUL's attention, because I think YUL was responding to her. Or maybe that's why. But so it wasn't hers, but she's the one popular enough, right? To make the picture go viral.
I loved the way
Hey,
my
Bagama.
girl Judy, was attached to the picture, and I was like, wow! I just wish they, the entire family can actually gather together and take a family picture as cute as that. That was my intention. I never meant to disrespect anybody at all.
So you have if that is what your intention was, then you have no problem. I thought you were the one that did the
I don't have I didn't do no editing. No, I don't have anything against May. I don't dislike May, but Judy is my girl. She's my best.
All right, let's slow down. Ladies and gentlemen, I knew this was coming. This was just when Atibi said she doesn't want to watch it. I was like, me, I have to watch this thing, right? But let me call the second cap.
Stop the cap.
All right. So she doesn't dislike May. When people use the word I don't dislike, there is a good chance, not 100%. This is not a gospel truth, okay? There's a good chance that they don't really fancy that person either. Is that safe to say, right? I don't really dislike what you said. Well, there's a good chance they don't really fancy what you said, right? And especially when they back it up with but. Hey, it's a wrap. But will negate everything that happened before that point. Okay? As in a big old but. B-U-T. Will basically negate everything you said before that point. Okay? Keep that at the back of your mind. Next time somebody say, oh, you did this, did that, you said here, but the but, when it comes to emotional matters especially, negates everything before that. Keep that at the back of your mind. You watch it in real time right now. Just watch it. Okay?
Disrespect anybody at all.
So you have, if that is what your intention was, then you have no problem. I thought you were the one that did the editing.
I don't have a no. I didn't do no editing. No, I don't have anything against May. I don't dislike May, but Judy is
Stop the cap.
my girlfriend.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to play stop the cap, but she was capping, okay. But she gave us the real truth. Judy is my girlfriend. Oh, so it's safe to say anything she say on from this point is gonna be biased towards Judy. I think that's safe. I think that's safe to say, right? I don't know what she said after this, except the other scanty stuff I picked up from listening to the rest of us, right? But it's a good chance that it's probably going to be full of bias, and bias by default is cap.
Stop the cap.
All right, so let me see here. Look at. Let me say. Bhagavad says, good to see you, Bhagavad. She said, Judy is a beautiful soul. You're quoting somebody. That's in quotes, right? Okay, all right, great. Oh, is that what she said? She said, Judy's a beautiful soul. Okay. I mean, that makes sense based off of what she just said, right? She wasn't, it was planned, or cause YUL is following her behind his second wife friend now. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. But look at her wide, shameless, idiotic mouth. Easy now. You're giving me cheat sheets. I don't even know what she said yet. Wait. Relax. Look at, let's see. Clementina, now she's being conflicted when all she wanted was to rubbish May. No, but she will give herself up regardless, you know. At least on this show, okay. You know, we can together read between the lines, you know. I wasn't it. In fact, I am planning to react to it. She's a big liar. Okay, you are saying she's capping big time. Okay, I see. They got a plan, Joe. Okay, all right. Don't mind her lies. Well, we'll find out. Let me see. She was being polite, avoiding backlash when she said she did not dislike May. Right. So I said I don't really dislike her, but she's not my type of person. She didn't say those exact words, but she might as well say, but I agree that she doesn't hate May. Okay? She doesn't know her enough to hate her. I don't think she's close to May like that. She's close to maybe Judy and YUL, right? But it's safe to say that she doesn't fancy May. Okay? And she's given us enough reasons to believe that, you know. Already Judy Nistella, no doubt about her intention, and she coming to Daddy Free's page. The bias was obvious, though she tried to debunk what he initially said. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. I'm gonna come back in a second. Let's keep going.
Expect me to come online and be fighting against somebody I call my friend. Definitely, I should be there to support my friend. That's what I'm doing. I'm only supporting my girlfriend. Yes. If you were to be my girlfriend, okay, and you're having, you know, like online fights and all that, I should be there as your friend to protect you and to fight for you and to fight with you as well. So
Can I
that's what
ask
I'm
you one
doing.
question?
Stop the cap.
Okay.
How many times am I going to play Stop the Cap tonight already? Jesus Christ. If you want to be there for your friend, you will be there for your friend, not on the internet, okay? Promoting your own career. I think she's listen, if all she was trying to do is promote her own career since the past 48 hours, she's done a great job. Because obviously, about 60 of us here right now, we are making Sarah Martins popular. I wish her the best in her career. I wish that she blow and become the Genevieve, the Amotola. Somebody's gonna get triggered in the chat, right? They become the Amotola and the Genevieve of Nigeria after this one. I hope so, right? I hope so. But if you're going to be there for your friend, you should actually be there for your friends, as in physically there for your friend, or at least on the phone with your friends, not on the phone with Daddy Freeze across the internet, right? And then you would essentially be engaging your friend. She can cry on your shoulder, you know, like all those kind of stuff, right? The good stuff, right? But that's not what's going on. Yeah, it's getting real.
Can I ask you one question if you don't mind, sis?
Sure.
If Judith is your friend,
Okay, this young lady that just said, if you don't mind, sis, she didn't mean that, sis. She did not mean that, sis. She did not mean to say sis. Okay, she's being polite too, I'm guessing, right? Voila.
and you saw that picture trending on social media, you had to upload that picture. I mean, you were just seeking attention from the public in that case. How can you upload a picture like that of your friend, knowing what is at hand?
She was disrespectful just now. She was just so disrespectful just now. She deserved it, but she's like, but you were just looking for attention, obviously. Jesus Christ, you were ask the question now without Jesus.
I have no problem with nobody. Okay.
Can I ask you one question if you don't mind, sis?
Sis.
Sure.
If Judith is your friend and you saw that picture trending on social media, you had to upload that picture. I mean, you were just seeking attention from the public in that case. How can you upload the picture like that of your friend?
How do you answer the question and then ask the question? Ladies, tell me, how do you answer the question and then you were just looking for attention, obviously? How do you...
Knowing what is at hand, and you upload such a picture, wishing that they all come together, like that doesn't make sense. I wouldn't do a thing like that if she were my friend.
Like, no, you should have asked me whether I took permission from the persons involved in the picture.
Wait. How could you possibly take permission on those pictures? Those pictures have people together when they didn't consent to be together. How could you possibly take permission? Or are you saying you took permission from the head of the household? The Odogu, the Yul, right? Is that what she's saying? Yeah, no. Maybe she's aiming to be Yul's third wife. Is she? No, I don't think so. I think it's the career, it's attention, it's good stuff, right? Any business, you need attention first before anything else, right? Yep, nonsense coming out of her mouth. We haven't heard any nonsense yet, though. She's vexing you. Please hit that like button. Thank you. Hit that like button. Thank you. As you're coming in, hit that like button. Thank you. We're watching this courtesy of YouTube/Daddy Freeze, used within fair use guidelines, please. She really disrespected May and felt very bad for May that day. The one I said already, Abi, there's new ones coming. Are you saying that she's still going to disrespect May? Is that what you're saying, Tracy? What's up, Mo Fresh? Good to see you. They are birds of the same feather. This woman is only making herself accessible for more movie roles from Judy and Yul. Like, why not? You know, at the expense of what? The people that she doesn't really know? Can I really judge her for that? Not really. I can't judge her for that. I can call cap on everything she has to say today, though. But I can't judge her. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much. We can't have 7 likes. It's no way. We need at least 40 likes over there right now. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Thank you. A true friend will call their friend out when they do some evil mess like Judy. But even at that, you wouldn't call your friend out in public, right? in private, right? You either call them out in private or you're a shoulder for them to cry on in private, not coming on Daddy Free show to talk about, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there for my friend. No, you're not there for your friend, you're there for yourself. Which again, I'm not judging you for that right now, but we're just gonna have to call the cap, okay? I think she's confused. She's a confused friend. This one is selling herself to people. She's done a good job because we're talking about her right now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I wouldn't even do that. It doesn't matter if she permits
No,
you. I
no, no,
wouldn't
no.
even think
Hold
about
on,
it.
hold on.
I saw a picture that I liked and I posted it.
And you see, you have to understand that she's Judith's friend. Come, can you bring Judy one day? Let's even talk to Judy.
Nibo, Kojo.
Maybe she can share her own insights with us. I'm open to learning. I'm open to having
No, Judy is
Daddy Free, stop the cap. Stop the cap. You're open to creating.
Stop the cap.
You're open to creating more content, just like myself. All right. No, you're not open. Then second, Judy, Judy is. Will she come to the show? She might be that stupid. Actually, you never know, right? Will she come to the show? Maybe. You never know. You know.
Judy is a very private person, and I couldn't want to talk about my friend publicly. Yeah. So
Wait.
Stop the cap.
She wouldn't want to talk about her friend publicly. She's a private person. This girl, how old is this girl? Oh Lord. Let me see. Let's keep going.
if you want to talk to Judy, you have to DM her yourself and tell her, please, I would want you to come on live with me so we can ask you some few questions. I don't have to be the one to do that for you. That's her life. I don't like. Do you understand? Yes.
No, we don't understand. Okay, all right, maybe a little bit. If you want Judy physical, I can talk about Judy to chase my own clout. But if you want Judy personally, you're going to have to do the work yourself. And Daddy Free's like, yes, I was capping. Yes, look at his face. Like, yeah, I know.
And I mean, like, and my words are also limited. There are things I cannot just open my mouth and say because.
Okay, so let's note that she said there are some things that she can't open her mouth and say. Okay. But let's find out if she will say more, because at this point she should be like, okay, Daddy Freeze, it's been nice talking to you. Everyone go check out my movies on YouTube, on Netflix, on Prime Videos. You know, it's been lovely. I got enough clout today, but let's see if that's what happened.
I have the best sorry.
I understand you very well.
Irony, Daddy Freeze is like, no, I'm gonna get you to talk more today.
So that's it.
You will talk more.
Basically.
You will talk more, Watani.
So that's it. Basically, I don't have anything.
Not with me.
I don't have anything against nobody. I am just supporting a farm. So you guys should just allow me to support my friend in peace.
That family is already all over the place. Already a talk of town. I don't think it was wise, putting that up, because you only generated more and more drama.
Listen, the reason I posted that picture, yeah?
Alright, so she's about to give us the reason why she posted that picture. Shout out to all 70 of you watching. Shout out to you. Let's see. Jesus Christ. This girl, man. I think she's a confused friend. Right? This one is selling herself to people. Hey, Esther, good to see you. Good to see you. I beg you. Omotolako Jenefini. Let's see. To have more followers. She probably gained some more followers over the past few days. I couldn't find her. She's done a terrible job of naming her Instagram page because I couldn't find it. I'm sure there's thousands of people that couldn't find it too. But at least we know her. We will continue to look for her. She said sis in a sarcastic and polite way at the same time, like sis call sistini. She asked the question now. Yeah, after she answered the question, like obviously you were chasing clouds, but then she asked the question. Women, and shade. Let's watch it. If care is not taken, you would either impregnate another person in years to come. Well, it says it's a polygamist. Why not? If it's a polygamist with his full chest, that's exactly what he should be doing. If he doesn't do that, that's not polygamy, bro. And I don't think it's a polygamist. I think it's a monogamist at heart. in his core, that's why he's begging. That's why he's doing shalaye all over the place. It's a monogamist. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Monogamist doesn't mean he's not a cheater. It doesn't mean he's not doing kerewa around town. It just means he can't maintain a household with multiple wives. You have to be able to do that, okay? In a way that all the wives consent to it, okay? All the wives have to consent to it, okay? Let's keep going.
I only wished that the family can actually, sit like that as a family
Family
and
where
take
they for fire.
Chris.
Fire where they burn.
That will not concern me now. I only did what I thought was right. Do you understand? Do you get? Yeah. So
maybe that was an
even
irony.
they're having issues, that's not my business. But I just want them.
All right, so that one no consign me. That means I don't give a fuck, right? That's not my business, right? All right, so just note those things, right?
Be living together as one in love. I'm not against polygamy. No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not. Yes.
You a personal question. That is you,
Sarah.
my lovely sister Sarah Martins. Can you be a second wife?
Stop the cap.
Yes, nah.
She's not your lovely sister. Stop the cap.
Did you hear when she said?
Yeah, to a rich man. Oh yeah.
To a rich
Was
man.
Yul a rich man?
Sorry.
Is Yul a rich man?
Yul is a committed person. And see, listen to me. Yeah,
No, but
anybody that is.
All right. That's a valid question, right? If you say, hey, I'm willing to be a second wife to a rich man, which by all means, you listen, to each his own, right?
You're right.
You want to be a second wife to a rich man, keep looking for a rich man. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But the next question is a very valid question. Is Yul a rich man? Because you're over here encouraging this young man to continue to face what he's not capable of with his full chest. In every ramification, he's not capable of polygamy. He can't. He's not able to be a polygamist, okay? Not just because of money, because he's probably okay. He's doing okay. He's YUL EDOCHIE, right? He's one of the biggest actors in Nigeria right now, at least based off of the last few days, all this clout, right? But is he a rich man to that standard where you will be a second wife, right? And he's a committed man. Committed to what? To delusion. She's probably about to tell us, right? Like Inisuru. And Inisuru, because I have to react to it as we go, right?
Anybody that is close to you will tell you that you is a man of few words. You is a man of. He's a man. Do you get? He's a man. He's a real man. He's an odogu. Yes. Do you get? And he's a committed one as that. Do you understand me? Yes. So
Sister, are you Igbo? Sister, are you Igbo?
I will. Yes, no, Obianuju is my name.
Obianuju.
Onyamaya very well. He met the love of his life, and they are just too compatible, like too perfect. Seriously, they are. When you're close to them, yeah, I swear to God, you will feel the connection between these two people. They are too connected. I'm telling you.
And Judy.
Yul and Judy.
Yes, they are too connected. You cannot separate those two people. Follow.
Well, to be fair, I think some people said that they've been hanging out together for a few years. People in the industry knew they were messing around, even though he's a married man at home, right? Maybe that's what she's saying. Is that what she's saying? I think that's what she's saying, right? But they're supposed to seem connected if they are doing kerewa and messing around, but it sounds like her own mouth was watering about that, because the way she just said, Yul is a man, the way she just went in on that, like, whoa, sounds like somebody's, fantasizing about being a part of that equation. After all, it's an audio polygamist. Maybe, like somebody said earlier, maybe you can slide in real quick, right? But she knows what she knows. She's still telling us the story. She knows something that we don't know,
Her very well. Do you understand me? When you hear
if you're not using AI to
Well, they got committed. That thing should be ringing in your head that this guy is actually committed. He loves that girl. For real.
Now,
All right, so let's be clear about something. You can't love a person that you're hiding on the outside. The only thing you love about about that person is the secret. Let's be clear about that, okay? Gentlemen, you can't really love a person, okay? You can't really love a person that you have on the outside, okay? You love the secret, you love the experience, you love the newness. It could be because of the newness. You love the excitement of, the secret affair, right? And that's a real thing, that's a real thing. Let's not cap about that. People can just, even women sometimes will end up with a secret affair. But that's not loving a person. That's loving bad behavior, which is also understandable, but also can destroy you, right? Can destroy everything you care about, right? So let's just be clear about that. So this idea that, he loved that girl, like, dude, stop the cap. There's no way he could love that girl. We talked about this yesterday too, or 2 days ago. He's not in love with Judy. He's in love. He was in love with the idea of the secret affair they had. He's trying to flip it into a solid, quote unquote, duty and responsibility. So this is why I keep calling cap on duty and responsibility. Okay, people try to rope everything that they feel good about into duty and responsibility, and it's not. It's their feelings still. Okay, it's basically them trying to try to create their own reality. The reality is that he stepped out of his marriage and he got caught red-handed, and he's trying to flip it into something that which is not. Okay, so to our point, does he love? Yeah, he loved the secret affair. Yeah, of course, he was having a good time. I got my wife at home. She's taking care of the babies and all this kind of stuff. I'm on the road. It's Naija. It's my little side chick over here. She take care of me. I feel good whenever I'm around her, right? And of course, on the surface, that's gonna look like, oh, he loves this girl. But the question I really have right now is that, is Judy still feeling that way? Because he's in public fighting back for the attention of May, and he's spending a lot of time doing that. And you only, as much as we can say that he might not love May anymore, I think he might be obsessed a little bit with the idea of keeping the household together, which is why I called him confused. But I think there's no way he's in love with any one of those two people right now, because there's a man that doesn't really love himself, and you can't give what you don't have. Yes, I said it. There's a man who is not capable of loving himself right now. If he's truly a selfish man, let's take it to the extreme of self-love, right? If he's truly a selfish man, he's just gonna be like, okay, yeah, I effed up. But we gotta move on. May, let me know when you're ready. When you do change your mind. I do want to keep the household together. Judy, that's my first wife. You can't disrespect. You can't even throw any stupid shade, because I will disconnect you instantly. Because that effect of that secret affair is washed off now. It's over, right? And if it's not over yet, it will be over. It's a guarantee. Okay, it will be over at some point. Okay, but he's not supposed to know that yet, because he's the subject. So let's keep going.
My own take, Sarah, is
before we continue, right? Who is originator of that photo she claims to find on social media? Well, it's somebody who is not popular. I think the photo became more wider, spread wider once YUL reacted to it when he said, "Yes, so as is you be one family." That part, that's what made the photo went. That's part of the reasons why the photo went even more viral. The other lady talking with her too was annoying, saying May doesn't care about where her hubby had been for a long time. Oh, she was saying that. Yeah, I understand. Not in public. Judy. And let me see if you guys are saying something. Let's see. That's her story, and she's sticking to it. She saw a picture and reposted Lobaton. Yep. This woman is just an opportunist, may not even give a damn about Judy. I did say this woman is conflicted earlier. Yep. Which I'm not judging her for wanting some attention. I don't think you can really build authentic attention that will stick with you from this. You will get 15 minutes fame. You're not going to be Omotola and not even Kim Kardashian from this. Okay, but let's keep going. It's a private person, my foot. She didn't make any sense with what she said. Okay, let me keep going. Let me stop wasting our time.
No problem with polygamy, but why didn't you go about it properly and inform his first wife properly? My father too is polygamous. I come from a polygamous family, and
Okay.
My mom's first wife and my dad has a second wife. I know my parents don't like talking about it, and I'm sure they don't like me talking about it, but you know my mouth is big, so I always talk about everything.
this is why you have to love that freeze.
To polygamy. I grew up in a polygamy. So everybody suspecting everybody. As in, there were times when me and my brother, that's my father's second wife, son, will sit down and say, this now where Popsy spend money. He'll say, lie, you'll say, now your hand is. So we'll now sit down. So now it's even working against my dad, because me and my brother, when we're growing up, we were against each other. But now we have come together. So when my body lie give me, we did decode them. Where they lie give them, we did decode them. So
that's even the mildest version of polygamy. Polygamy is a war zone. Polygamy is a war zone. Okay. Why? Because humans are humans. Humans are humans every day of the week. There's no changing it. There's no cajoling it. There's no trying to twist it into what is not. There's no, some people do it perfectly because of their religion. Bullshit. Stop the cap, okay? Humans are humans. Envy and jealousy are real, okay? I always say it's an active marketplace when it comes to, so take that way to the next level. When we're talking about polygamy in a household, it's a war zone. Don't let anyone deceive you. My American friends, listen to me carefully. You don't know what you're talking about. Polygamy is a war zone. Okay? I don't care how many Mormons you've seen on TV, sister wives, all that nonsense. I don't care. It's a war zone. And even at that, some people manage to pull it off. You're right. Okay? You're absolutely right. However, all right, yeah, it's if you're actively fantasizing about it on the internet, you're not built for it. You're not built for it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can't handle it. Okay. At least if you're going to try that, try having 2 girlfriends at the same time first. Try having 2 girlfriends who know about each other first at the same time. They know about each other. Try that. At least there's nothing to lose. There's no children. See how you feel before you start running your mouth on the internet, right? Let's keep going.
So at the end of the day, the man always suffers in polygamy. From my experience, my uncles are all, or majority of them are polygamous. There's always, I can't look for the advantages. But one thing is, if a man wants to do polygamy the right way, he has to carry his first wife along. And that
then what happens if he actually called the attention of the first wife and she refused? Are you saying that he should have refused marrying Judy or what? Like, I don't understand.
Oh dry Lori. This place is dry small. And I want to be nice to her. Let me rewind. What she just said, maybe I missed something. Let me rewind small.
But one thing is, if a man wants to do polygamy the right way, he has to carry his first wife along. And that
then what happens if he actually called the attention of the first wife and she refused? Are you saying
Okay, she refused. Then you say, hey, I'm going to have to marry a second wife. That's just where I'm at in my life right now. Let me know if you change your mind. You have the freedom to move on with your life. That's what happens. And then you go get with Judy the right way, right? But we know, let me stop the cap on myself too. Most of these second wife, third wife were side chicks that were flipped into wives too. I understand. But at least the answer to the question is that you keep doing what you're doing. You're a grown man. You do what you have to do, right? Not end up in no photos, in no pajamas matching photos on Christmas Day when both of your quote-unquote audio family were actually taking pictures. Oh, one of them was Cap on that picture. That wasn't a pajamas match picture. But anyway, let's keep going. Wait. So, but Allah, to be sincere, most men who ask for consent don't get consent, but they still go ahead to marry. Oh, funny enough, that's what we're talking about. To marry extra wives now. Shebi I want Naija. I want Shebi I want Ja. Anyway, yeah, that's what I just said. You go, you move forward. You do what you have to do as a man. The first wife no wives have to agree to you being a polygamist. You just be a polygamist, okay? But you're also giving them the freedom to move on with their lives, right? You don't sit around and be begging one of the wives to be part of the polygamy. That's not how that works. You marry as many wives that will consent to polygamy. They do exist. One of them is here. It's just our condition is that you have to have money, right? So it's not about, at that point, we're not saying, that's not consent we're talking about. We're not talking about permission. There's a difference between permission and consent. Permission is like, if you don't give me permission, I'm not moving forward with polygamy. That's not how polygamy works. Okay, you don't need permission to practice polygamy, but you will have to be okay with the idea that somebody may not want to be a part of it. Okay, but you can't claim that this person is your wife when they've never said or agreed to be in a polygamy with you. You're not, still doesn't mean you're waiting for their permission, right? So that's why, but you're absolutely right. In Nigeria, is basically side chicks being flipped into second wives. Some of them will put them in different houses, right? But they know of each other. So maybe consent is not even the word. They know of each other. Everybody's aware of what's going on, But let's keep going.
He should have, refused marrying Judy or what? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, sorry, is it after the deed was done or before the deed?
Before the deed was done.
Cap.
Stop the cap.
Have you thought about that?
That's a tough one. Okay.
See, I am.
It's not that tough, Daddy Freeze. Come on.
I'm
stop.
not in the best position to actually. Sorry. Okay.
Sarah, I want to ask you a question. And I know you know, and I want you to say yes or no, even if you can't expatiate. Is YUL, it's a personal question I'm asking, YUL and May, are they still making love?
I am not living, I don't live with them. No.
She got that answer correct, at least. I'm not sure how she will be able to answer that question, but she got that one correct. That's one answer she got correct today, right?
I don't live with them, so you don't expect me to answer such questions. No.
Ask you. I just wanted
Even
to know.
Bongi, I don't know. I'm not them mancha. I don't know, bro. Daddy Free story.
But YUL is a man. Oh no, that's YUL is a man. It's a fool. Like the way her eyes just shine when she said, "I was like, this girl go take her." YUL, all you have to do is shoot your shot. She's in. She's ready to go. Third wife. Now you can prove to the rest of us that you're truly an Odogu polygamist, as you claim to be. Until then, brotherly, let's keep doing our movies.
This night, not be me.
But because you just said that the connection between YUL and Judy is out of this world, so they are definitely.
May is not my friend. Don't get it twisted. I can only.
This is when they start to claim is not my friend. Okay, maybe she was really never a friend, but even if she was friend, she will claim he's not a friend right now. Because she's already running her mouth. Remember a few minutes ago she said, "I'm not here to talk about other people's business." Remember that? Okay. that idea is discombobulated.
Let me attest for Judy and Yul. I don't know his connection or his relationship with May.
But his connection and relationship with
They're fucking married for the past 18 years. What the hell is she talking about? They've been married for 18 years. The whole world knows. They've been married for 18 years with a long-term premarital courting, according to May. The whole world knows. Can you imagine if she was really, really her friend? She would be throwing her under the bus just as easy. Right? Well, they're not friends, so I guess she's allowed to.
Judy is amazing. As in,
He's amazing. They are those two. They are. I mean, they are a perfect match made from
For how long have
heaven.
they been together?
Match made from heaven.
For how long have they been together? Do you have any idea?
I will not answer that. I have an idea, but I can't answer that. Sorry.
Don't put her in trouble.
Oh, she paused for once. She actually didn't answer something. She actually stood up to that standard for once, right?
She can only.
Do you know? Yeah. Sorry. Do you know that you can be married and then meet the love of your life after your marriage? Do you know that?
Hey!
Yeah, sure, I know.
There was a guy that went viral for saying that, right? Like, don't let your husband or your wife stop you from meeting your soulmate. Sarah, you'll get popular by force. So you've been married and you're still looking for your soulmate. That doesn't make any sense, right? That doesn't make any sense now, right? I guess there should be some point to that. People can be married and be married to the wrong person and then they end up meeting their soulmate at some point. No, it's bad behavior. It's oju kokoro. It's whatever you want to call it is wrong. Wrong is wrong. Okay? I'm not even the type to say that kind of stuff. But that wrong is wrong. How do you meet your soulmate after you've been married? Do you know you... Well, she's trying to make sense, I guess.
Thank you. What if that's what happened to you, Ledochie Nko?
And Sebi, you just leave the wife and say, hey, we have 4 beautiful children. I'm going to take care of you and my children. I'm going to take care of my children, you know. But this is not going to work. But we know that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that he will have side chick, impregnate, shoot the Bella Club up, and then come and try to flip it to a second wife later on, right? That's the reality. That's not what happened. What happened is that he got his hand got caught in the fire. That's what happened. And he's having a hard time admitting to it and say, hey, I was enjoying this secret affair, but let me see if it's possible to just continue this life. And it's delusion, you know, because what you're going to find out after the fact is that secret feeling that you had, that excitement you were having with that secret affair is going to go away once you bring that wife inside. Okay? That's what's going to happen.
Do you know now, let me tell you, I was to be in that situation, but I turned it down for just this same reason. The moment I realized there was somebody is there before me, I didn't want to be the reason why somebody would be upset.
Stop the cap.
So it depends on your conscience as well.
Stop the cap.
That thing.
I did.
If you actually love this person, like
I didn't believe her. This second lady right here, I didn't believe what she just said. I didn't believe what she just said. But it's not about her. Let's keep it moving.
soulmates.
I did.
You go follow our
I did.
Leave that thing.
Trust me, I did.
No. The question is that was that person a soulmate? She said, "Trust me, I did." Was that person a soulmate? Listen, if your hands get caught in the fire like you will end up in the poto like everybody else. Ladies, if you go and test fire with your WhatsApp message and you're going to no, it's just it's just an ex. No, of course, I have nothing to do with my ex. Nothing. Oh no, it's just an old friend. Nothing. There's nothing there. You go for long bola. Let me just tell you right now. You play with fire, your clothes will catch fire.
I did. We all at some point.
That's what she's calling soulmate. Soulmate is a terrible word to use for it. Okay, but when people get caught up in that kind of what did Will Smith's wife call it? Entanglement. It's not that simple. It's just that you just didn't like that person, or maybe you like your husband that much, right? It's better not to play with fire. That's the point I'm making right now.
Our lives, we meet people we love so much. Either maybe we may not know they are married, or we know they are married and we still continue. But at some
And
point,
please, please, I want to correct this impression. Flying.
No.
Stop the cap.
No. You're not going to correct anything. We took everything you said, we believed it. And we're taking that to the bank straight. Sarah is a village girl. She's not exposed. She's speaking for Nena. Hey, mom of 3Ls official. Good to see you. The lady with the orange hair just said to Sarah, Onya Maraya, which means that he got trapped. You would think I understand Igbo. Yep. That's exactly what happened, in my opinion. Sarah and Judy are friends now and from village. Yeah, this way. There's not though. I'm a village boy. Stop shaming village people. I thought she wouldn't talk about her friend online. No. We're already 1 hour into deep. Right? It's too late. It's like it's too late for you, right? Right? It's too late. Did I not say she's wanting to be third wife? It's when he said ma, like the Ijani. Yeah, that did sound like that for a second. All he needs to do is shoot his shot so he can prove finally that he's a polygamist, because this is an opportunity here. Will she say no? I don't know. If Shameless was a person, they are both in Beke. She saw this. It doesn't make me village girl, because I don't like that. You're shaming village people. I'm a village person. Village in Beke's birds of a feather. You these people. Yes, the danger and secretness of Yul and Judy must be intoxicating for now. It was intoxicating. That's how people catch belle. That's how it works, You just lose yourself. No matter how intentional you've claimed to be in the past. If you find yourself in that situation, you might not be able to come back until you fall flat on your face, until you hit rock bottom of some sort. It might be too late to stop people, No matter how good of people they are, that's why I said don't play with fire at all, okay? It's better to not play. It's better to not go and be finding out, because the point is that you will find out when it's too late, okay? Or where it may be too late, Let's see what happens when and if May leaves. No, I think May already left. I think she's left. That's it. Don't wait for paperwork to be filed at the court. If she says I'm not interested in polygamy, that's as good as it sounds. Now, whatever they're doing in private, that's two different. But I'm saying from a public standpoint, she's made that clear. There's nothing else to wait for. What is she talking about? That is how people sell themselves to ritualists in the name of rich man's second wife. Leave that in. Many women would do what she said. They may not admit it, but many. Sarah believe on the Kanya matter they use on you. After all, that is what to say. Wala deal. Or Kanya matter to lele. Let's keep going.
All over social media, yeah. Judy didn't meet YUL EDOCHIE when she was married. Yes. Yes. Judy has been divorced with her husband for a very long time before she met YUL EDOCHIE. Now, have you asked yourself this question? How come it's now that Obasi came out to claim what is not his?
So what's the rumor about the child? What's the rumor about Obasi being...
Abi, since you want to run your mouth, tell us more. Tell us more, sister. You got more to tell us? Let's go.
Father of the baby.
Forget this lover. He will just come and cook one story and just throw it at you guys, and you will just believe it. Yes, so
the gist lover thing, I think gist lover exists today because there are elements of truth in whoever that person posts, and obviously there are lies, right? But it's not about if that person or that blog is posting truth or lies. You should be able to read what makes sense. What we know for a fact is that no matter how good the blogger is, you should always take what they say with a grain of salt, right? You should always take with a grain of salt. You can't just run with it to the bank and say, I believe everything Gist Lover said, or Linda IKG said, or even Ola said. I don't give any opinion here. I'm basically giving my opinion. I don't give any facts, truth, or this is official statement. We don't know. What we know is what we are reading from what they are saying with their own mouth. That's why I'm reacting to it in real time, right? What you say with your mouth, this is what I call cap, or I say, oh, I could see how that's true, but I would never say that's got to be the truth. No. We don't know. We don't know, right? So the whole pushing against gist lover is usually from a place of cap. You either believe what you believe or you don't believe what you don't believe, and that's okay, you know. So, but I think that bloggers in Nigeria are vicious. I think they will destroy with lies. Yes, I do believe that they cook up stories. Okay, so really be careful when you read any blogs in Nigeria, because even when Edokieji leaked stories from some fake subpar blogs, she's not verifying nothing. She's just going to claim that I lifted from somebody somewhere else. So you gotta be really careful when you believe any stories you believe out there.
This girl has been divorced. Okay, Obasi has stopped. He literally rejected those kids, and she's been the one suffering alone, raising these kids since 2012.
You know, does she have kids? We
Since
don't know.
2012.
Okay.
Do you understand it now? She met YUL EDOCHIE after she was
I can actually argue that his heart is closer to his children and May more than Judy. Okay, I can actually argue that, but I don't have time for it today. Okay, I can argue that. Now, in terms of being in love in a romantic way with May, I think that could be a part of it too. You know, because again, we all take for granted what's readily available. But when that thing suddenly is no more available, we might start to yearn towards it. It's just the way the human mind works, okay? So before this whole news is all out here and is begging, you are right. But right now, I actually think he might be nursing and fantasizing about the idea of being a happy family with May all over again. I think there's a good chance that Judy will get kicked to the curb. It's a very good chance. It's not necessarily going to be what will happen, but it's a very good chance. Okay, some of you probably don't remember or probably didn't realize that there was a rumor that what's his name, AY comedy, right? His wife ran away at one point, right? Now, have you seen him and his wife lately? Okay, all right. Pay attention to the human mind and not intentionalities. What I said I would do is what I would do, or common sense. Common sense is a terrible guide to relationships. Terrible guide, okay? Start paying attention to how attraction works. What's readily available we don't want. Go look at any baby. If she has a doll, a baby girl, she has a doll that she's playing with. Once she meets another baby girl and that baby is carrying another doll, she wants that doll in the hands of the other baby, not the one she has. Sorry, it's just the way the human mind works, okay? So there's a good chance that all the Mulano in Judy is already soaked out, juiced out completely, like it's empty, right? But right now it's also clouded up with everything that's going on, the noise, the idea of putting his family back together. Every man's dream is to keep his home together. He might act out and act like he doesn't care if he can't, right? But truthfully, what makes a man feel really solid, one of the things that makes him feel solid is being able to keep his home together. Okay, and I think he's really craving for that. I think that part of him is actually authentic. I think he's going about it the wrong way. I think he's delusional on what he thinks is possible. I think he doesn't understand what polygamy is. Even that if he said it, he doesn't know what polygamy is. He never lived in a house where there's polygamy, right? So that's why he's probably fantasizing at that level. Shout out to all 150 of you watching me. We just hit 150. Shout out to you. Hit that like button right now. Hit that like button. Help me turn up on that like button right now. Hit that like button. Either you're coming in or your way out, just make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
divorced from Obasi. They returned her bride price and Obasi collected it. So you cannot tell me that.
The Obasi stuff. I know a lot of you have empathy for Obasi. I don't have any empathy for Obasi. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, I don't. And she's right about the part that's like, why are you coming out right now, right? Like, why are you looking for empathy or sympathy all over the blogs? Like, you're a grown man. Like, that's a bad idea altogether. It showcases a man who has lost a sense of identity, a man who's not sure of himself. We know Yul is in that place too, but Obasi is definitely a broken man. And even if it's a place where women would generally empathize with a person, as a man, I can't. Okay, he needs to get his shit together and stop chasing after a woman who has clearly run away with a super rock star. Oh, your children, your jail. Okay, I understand. Okay, it's not fair to him what Judy is doing. But does Judy look like she cares? Does she look like she's giving a shit about any of that? Right? It's unrealistic expectations from a Judy. You get what I'm saying? I don't expect anything better than that from a Judy. Okay? When women get in that position where they are fighting tooth and nail to try to take another person's territory, they don't give a shit. They don't care. Okay? And a man who doesn't know that will just collect even more woto.
Somebody that her bride price was returned, that she was still married. That's not possible now. I mean, that's a big.
All right, so men love the excitement of a secret affair. They love the chase. Now that the secret is out, he does not know how to handle it. Both men and women, let's be clear. Okay, both men and women love the excitement of a secret affair. Remember, for the most part, that man is engaged with another woman. See how easy that was, right? Yes, both men and women love the excitement. Okay, it's toxic. Okay, it's just like it's a high. It's kind of like the high you get off of any kind of drug, any kind of favorite drug, right? But after you go no say this was a bad idea, right? It's the same thing now, same thing.
Not going around twisting the whole story just to paint her black as a bad person, married woman. Nah, she was never married to that useless man. They were properly divorced. They were properly separated, divorced. Yes, traditionally. Do you understand?
Man, but I mean, I still think this is not right. It's not right. It's not right. This man is a married man. You don't have to go there, sister.
I you're right.
Cross the line.
They don't care.
I'm not judging her, but you don't cross the line.
No, you guys should stop judging.
I'm not judging her.
Leave judgment for God. Yes, leave judgment for God. YUL EDOCHIE is the best person to actually tell us the reason why he fell in love.
But he will not come.
Rather, why he fell in love with another woman while he's still married. Do you
I think he got p-whipped. Okay, he didn't fall in love. You can get p-whipped and think he's in love. Okay, the box can be that good. All right, I think that's what happened. I think Otebati Obo. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Okay, I think that's what happened. Okay, Eba Otebati on Tito Yimolowo. It's like Eba all over my hands. Yeah, Eba. It's just Eba. You can eat it. No, I don't want this Eba anymore. You get the gist? Oh, if you don't get it, forget about it. Forget about it. Let's keep going.
Understand? So don't judge.
Now, let us. I want us to examine this properly. Yeah, I understand. Like I said, my own issue here is if Yul and May were going through a separation, having a troubled marriage, and then he met Judy. Me, I'm number one for go where your happiness is. Number one. Anybody that wants to get hurt should get hurt if they're having problems. But I still saw May and you at Obi Kubana's Odogu launch. That is why when I saw this picture, I called Obi Kubana. I said, Obi, did you know about this? Obi said he's also seeing it for the first time because I saw May and you, and body language matters. They had negative body language, or they've been fighting small. Like, let me look for a couple on social media. Everybody knows they have issue, like Buchi, the comedian, and his wife. Small issue here and there. Then Buchi now follows somebody else. I would understand it. So here's my thing here. If you are in a bad place, some people tell you, don't take another man because there's...
Wait, did I miss the part where she said something about she didn't care? That's, if I missed that, that's false. You know, you're absolutely correct, cheesy. May does not deserve this. Honestly, you is not the only actor. Because she doesn't travel everywhere with her, that means she doesn't care. She's taking care of his 4 children at home. All right, but ladies, especially if you're young, you see, this is the delusion here. You start to, common sense is terrible guide for. This girl is using common sense, okay? And this is the problem with common sense. You know, you just had 1 + 1 = 2 in your head, and then you think you said something. That's where she's speaking from. So because she wasn't paying attention to what was happening with the husband when he's far away, that means she didn't care. I mean, just look at that logic. Even if you want to claim that's logic, just think about that as logic, right? Yul was working in Enugu, so it's unfair to say she didn't care where. Yeah. That's giving her too much credit. That means she's just intentionally being unfair. I think this girl is slow. I don't think she's able to capture that. Like what you're saying, Cheesy. I'm not sure she's able to capture what you're saying. Right? When you say it's unfair, you're giving Sarah unnecessary, undue credit by saying, oh, she just wants to be mean. Like she's able to think about being mean. I think she truly believes what she's saying. And that's even worse. Right? Oh, Lord.
No man in this world that does not belong to somebody else. And there's nothing good in this world that does not belong. Whether it's a woman, is it that she's somebody's girlfriend? Even your pastors, many of them collected other people's girlfriend. Use pastors.
That's right.
So let's.
I agree with that, Freeze, because that's the whole point of commitment. That's the whole point of keeping a marriage institution as a protecting shield around it, because there's an active marketplace, and if you don't nurture what you have, if that thing is good, it's only a matter of time before they get swept off their feet, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't know, I just fell on bulla by mistake. Well, it's an active marketplace. If you don't take care of your relationships, man or woman, the way it works is like magic. I don't know, but somehow, some way, something will fall in place that, you know, they will end up in some kind of secret affair. Sometimes it's purely emotional. It's just text messages, right? But if you see what they're saying to each other to hurt your feelings, and you will feel betrayed, and you might never be able to trust ever again. What happens when you're not able to trust ever again in a marriage? What happens, right?
Let's be honest. My problem is the fact that it seems like there was no issue between Yul and May. That's why, to me, it seems like May is hurting and Yul disrespected her. That's my opinion.
Wait.
At this point, she's like, I'm not supposed to keep talking, but I want to defend my friend Judy. My audio friend Judy, but I'm not supposed to keep talking. She's like, no, but I must say something.
Do you know, yeah, women are very petty. Yes. First person where they first go police to lay complaint. Do you get? Doesn't mean say now you go win case. Thank you, my sister. Have you thought about this? That it's possible that YUL EDOCHIE has never been happy, or has, like, I won't say never been happy though. Do you get? It's possible that this guy has been suffering and smiling in the marriage.
Of course, yes. Not be everyone who paint them and snap picture. This is
Thank you very much. The fact that you're married, or the fact that you're coming online every day to paint happily married, doesn't really.
This question you just asked, Clementina, is it's more appropriate for what she's saying right now, right? If it was that bad for Yul, if it was that bad, why can't he just leave, right? We know why. Because he's a man who is a monogamist with his full chest. Okay, there's some type of value that he's getting from his first wife, whatever that value is, whatever you want to paint that picture, it wasn't happy, blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? That's a possibility that maybe he wasn't fully, but that's cap. Okay, there is some kind of value that he's getting from that first wife. That's why he's having a hard time leaving. That's why he's dragging his feet. That's why he jumps on social media and he's begging her more than he's begging Judy. Okay? That's why. We don't know what that value is. Maybe it's not just the box, because anyone can get the box from anywhere. Anyone can get, Kerewa from anywhere. It's cheap. Urgent 2K, you get Kerewa anywhere. Okay? But there's some kind of value that he's getting from his first wife that clearly Judy is not able to bring to the table. There's a good chance that Judy brings no value except the Kerewa, the secret affair effect, right? The newness effect, right? The special effect that comes with just something being new, right? They all expire too, right? Maybe that's all she brings to the table. So if she's asking Daddy Freeze and this other lady, have you ever thought, clearly she didn't think this all the way through. She's using common sense. Please avoid using common sense when it comes to these topics. Ask further questions. There's nothing wrong with common sense, okay? Let me slow down on that. Okay, we all use common sense to a large extent. But when it comes to the emotional issues and matters of the heart, right? When it comes to romantic relationships, common sense know they work. They work. They work. Okay, I found that it just doesn't work. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going.
Really mean that you're actually happy in your marriage. Some people are going through tough time in their marriages, but meanwhile, when they come out, they paint this like this happy couple, whatever, to pepper us. But meanwhile, in their houses, they are not happy.
Who is cheating who there then? You or me?
Hello, DS.
Hello,
My love, listen to me, yeah? It is not about who is cheating who. Okay? Daddy Freeze, you as a man.
What she's trying to say is, Ayeshe Rue, stop talking about this right and wrong stuff. You know I tell you that here all the time, because I want you to be aware that there are human beings like this out there. Okay? I tell you, hey, listen, you're right. You're right. I know you're right.
Well, you're right.
I know that you're right, but I'm telling you, it's much more than that. There is more to every single one of these stories than your ability to be right. And she's telling you that right now, right? She said, like, listen, it's not about who cheated or who, like. She's about to tell you, like, wait, Ayeshe Rue. And that's the reality. That's why I tell you, nurture your relationships. Don't all that, but you committed. You should just stay anyway. I'm telling you, that stuff is in the mud every single day of the week. You should put your effort into making sure that your partner feels loved. They feel freedom, they feel love, they feel the freedom to express their expectations, they feel the freedom to be themselves around you. If they don't, they will find it. Oh, there's more than enough Judy and Sarah out there. I promise you. And Judy and Sarah, they are good people. I don't know that, but you get a lot of good people are like Judy and Sarah, or they will end up being the Judy and Sarah. When it's time to justify BS, people will, when it feels good to do that. If it's their way to win an argument, they will do it. I'm telling you, okay? So if you're out there and shout out to all 180 of you watching. The first time we're hitting 180, shout out to you. Hit that like button, okay? Hit that like button. Thank you so much. If you're getting value from this, hit the like button, okay? If you're getting value from this, oh, by the way, you can use the super chat as well. Super chat is open. You can use it as well. Feel free, okay? All right, let's keep going.
If you are not happy in your marriage, possibly you keep getting negative energy, negative vibes, no connection, no nothing. You come back at your house, you only press your phone. You get no communication, no bond, no nothing. And at the end of the day, you manage to find somebody outside that gives you all the connection, all the love, all the attention that you need. It's possible that you might fall for this person.
Why not divorce?
As a man that you are. And there is one thing about falling in love. Once you're out, you're out.
All right, gentlemen, you don't just fall in love random willy-nilly, okay? If you end up getting sucked into some kind of, sweet box out there, when you get caught, you have to own that with your full chest. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you've done something terribly bad that can destroy your life and your family. That's a fact, right? So, but the best chance that you have to put your household, your things back in order is to be a man about it. Just say, hey, I effed up, okay? You know, that's the best thing you can do. You see how she just, as a man, no, you fall in love. That's just a terrible thing to put in the same sentence as a man. It sounds very weak, right? And women will help you all the time. They will have empathy for you, especially if they're like a friend, a random monitoring spirit like Sarah Martin who want to justify nonsense. A sister, a mother, they might help you justify, but you need to catch yourself and say, no. I messed up. This was my family, right? Yeah, I got caught up. I got carried away. It happens. It does happen, right? But you have to be willing to face that with your full chest and take some time away. Solitude, you know. Don't be so quick to defend yourself because it's not going to work anyway because the BS, everyone can see it, right? But I could see a man falling for that and say, yeah, she's right. No, she's not. You will collect. No, she's absolutely wrong if you fall for that. As a man, you just fall in love because nobody is making you happy at home. If somebody's not making you happy at home, that's still your responsibility. There's a reason. Can I get some more of that story? What's going on inside? What is she talking about? What is her point of contention? What does she tend to complain about? Is she talking about something you did 5 years ago? Is she talking about something that's more recent? Is she complaining about this too much work in the household? Is she complaining about she's stressed out at work? Is she complaining about you need to clean your balls? I need more of the story. You can't just run around town and say, hey, she didn't make me happy. That's something that women will say. I don't expect a man to be saying that. That's weak. Oh, I'm just not happy. You don't get to say that, gentlemen. You collect it, I'm telling you. Yeah.
So why doesn't he divorce May? Let her
Exactly.
on with her
Why
life.
didn't he
And
divorce
then
them?
Because he believes in polygamy. He believes in polygamy.
No, he believes in polygamy. You're right. He's not a polygamist. All right. He believes in it. He's fantasizing about polygamy. He's not a polygamist. Eh? Yeah, it's not. Mbeke feeling funky. This Mbeke must be
So
some
it is
kind of
left for May. It's either you leave or you go. May is actually a good woman. I cannot say bad about her. Do you get it?
Wait, but you don't know her. She's a good woman suddenly.
Either you're taking it or you're not. Which day this comedian what's his name again? Basket Mouth came out and said they're no longer married. Case closed. Do you understand? It's either you're doing or you're not doing. So stop forming pity in a pity party, making people to be seeing Judy as an evil person.
My question now is,
Love happened to Judy. That's what happened.
I understand what you're saying. My question now is, if you're married and your man has been acting up, women, we have that instinct to know. This man has not been living with her for a while. He's been living in a different city for a very long time. And then you don't care. Do you even visit?
What is this one saying? So wait. No, I don't think May is still intimate with you. They were together for 18 years. They might still be intimate. Okay. They were together for a long time. Okay. They might still be. Okay. That doesn't mean she wants in. That doesn't mean she might have weak moments, right? She might still be confused. It's a lot going on. It's not. Remember, I told you, common sense know the work for this thing. It doesn't. Okay. They might still be intimate. Okay. They might not be intimate either. Okay, I know that it won't be regular. It won't be a situation like they are married and happy, right? But they might have weak moments, you know. So they were together for 18 years, okay, and she's not remarried to anyone else. So you know, so I'm not even talking about car for law, okay. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is her husband, and she's still trying to figure things out. It's not as simple as, oh no, they're not doing it anymore. No, it's not that simple. Okay, she might have moments where she felt like I would never allow a stupid Judy to take. You know, women would do that. Like, I will never allow anybody to come and take what all this that I've been sewing for so long. All this what you share. Like, yeah, she will have moments like that, and she might think it's scary what that will help her. That's also a terrible idea, but she will have all kind of crazy moments. Like, it's not simple. That's the point I'm making. You know, so we don't know. Like, Auntie doesn't know. You know.
The man where he lives, do you understand?
She doesn't care. It's possible that she doesn't even care.
That's what I'm trying to say. You didn't care
I didn't know
about
this side of the story,
this man, all this one, and all of.
So it was this lady that said May doesn't care, not Sarah. Or did she say that earlier? Auntie don't sorry. What is she talking about? Igbo people, please translate for Amebo people like us. What did Sarah say? I beg translate in the chat too, because me too, they try to learn. What is she saying?
You suddenly care. For how many years? You have not been living permanently with his family.
Wait, I think the last time I checked, you was an actor, a very active actor who probably travels a lot, and they all want to live in Lagos, don't they? And they do a lot of those movies. They act a lot of those movies on location around Nigeria, Enugu, Ondo State, Maiduguri. They are on location quite a lot if they want to eat. Last time I checked. So she's supposed to travel everywhere. What about the baby? Stability for the children, the schools. What about all those kind of things? Nobody's bringing that into this equation, right?
My God will bless. My God will bless you. My God will bless you for saying the truth.
You guys know how long Judy and you have been living together. It's because they decided to make it public. These people have been living.
They didn't decide to make it public. She had a baby. And the effect of the secret thing is getting watered down. Okay? It's a wrap. It's over. They don't have 18 years together. They had basically a secret affair for a long time. They don't really know each other. All they know is the box and the career and the emotional satisfaction and the void he was feeling from that. See, this is what people that are in this kind of secret affairs don't understand. You know, they last quick, right? You will end up resenting each other. What you end up being obsessed with will end up being what you will end up resenting the most. Okay, let's keep going.
That is because you didn't know this.
I have nothing to do.
I didn't know this one.
My friend, but I know the truth. I know the truth. So I'm trying to tell you something. Is it because they now made it public? Do you know how long they've lived together before she even got pregnant? And this woman didn't care where her husband has been all this while. She didn't care who has been helping her husband bring food on the table. Let's even talk about that. You know, at times men are attached to a woman who helps them pursue their dream. You people know that.
Please. Who gives them?
And she's so convinced she's making sense. Oh my God. Jesus. This one, you guys were talking about Sarah. What about this auntie? You guys were talking about Sarah. What about this auntie right here?
Especially
when you have the
on book. Jesus, May is the one avoiding you. She is no longer interested. So tell Judy to have him. I bet she will have a lot of moments like that. Yeah.
All this wow. The man just come. Do you know you stays in Enugu more than he stays with his family in Lagos? You know he spends more time in Enugu. Nobody cared about where he's been, who has been with him.
Okay, but quick question. Okay.
This man is an actor. He's a public figure. He goes to Enugu to hustle, to make money.
Okay, so you notice how they just conflicted each other, how they are contradicting each other. She says in Enugu living with Judy, they just stay in the house all day long. This one is an actor, is a public figure. He they hustle. Which one is it? You see, the nuances are confused, right? Oh my sure.
That he wants to take care of the maid that you're talking about.
What if she tried to get involved? What if she tried to get involved initially and it didn't work?
No, I doubt. No, I doubt. That man, what he's doing doesn't look like a man that his wife tried to get involved. He doesn't look like that.
You never can tell. Do not forget that we are women. We can only try to stop you. If you try and we're not making any.
Listen, she's acting like a victim. But what I'm still saying is that she can still secure her place in her marriage. The man is giving her on a platter of gold. Before you know it, that man is in love with Judith. He's going to disappear.
This is what common sense sound like when relationship advices are coming from common sense. Okay, this is what they sound like. Okay, I can see how she thinks she's making sense. Okay, after all, this is your household. You know, the Nigerian culture thing. Your house. Keep your home together. Don't allow the devil to take over. That's basically what she's about to be saying next. I guarantee you, right? Very, very little sense, emotional sense at least, in what she's saying. A lot of common sense, I guarantee you. Because you're not going to tell her she's not making sense, okay? And there's a lot of women who feel this way. Just so you know, ladies, okay? Lots of them, okay? Keep your home together. Never mind that you are emotionally discombobulated. Just keep your home together.
Have you ever seen
Thank you! Thank you!
a man that
You're
has
making Judy to look like say she's the bad person. Judy is the sweet soul. If you meet Judy in real,
By the way, Judy can be a sweet soul and be creating this terrible evil that she's creating, okay? So can, you know, Yul. Yul actually think he's a good guy. He's trying to keep his home together. Like, I want to take care of my family. I want my son to have his own sense of identity. Never mind all the emotions that happen in between how I handle it. I want my son to have his own sense of identity, right? So everyone will think they're good people. That's irrelevant to what we're talking about, by the way. It has nothing to do with any of this, okay?
like you actually fall in love with her. She's a sweet soul. She like to love this Judy. Love her, love her. All these 34 people, evil people everywhere. Love Judy.
Yes, wants to talk.
Oh, no.
Say something. Hold on. Yes.
Why has she done wrong? If you meet Judy in real life, you get to love her. I swear to God.
Hold on.
She's the nicest person we ever meet. The nicest person you ever meet.
Yeah,
You can.
Is it the nicest or nicest? I'm confused. What was she talking about just now? Oh Lord. Nonsense people, village people, let you know. Yes, so all this village shaming, I don't appreciate. I'm a village boy. Stop it. This sort of woman would die for Gbola. Yeah. They are worse, okay? There are a lot of young girls that will talk like this too. You should just keep your home together, regardless of what the emotions are. It's duty and responsibility. Guess who is going to dish breakfast when it gets to their own turn? Them. Then they start to feel like a typical woman, confused, not sure of themselves, because again, they never realize that emotion is a real thing and it takes a toll on you when you get into a marriage. It does, especially if you put yourself on a pedestal, thinking you're just going to think from duty and responsibility all the time. Now you fall on your face and the emotions are all over the place and you're still trying to struggle to fit a circle into a square. I'll be the other way around. I'm not sure how to say it, right? Hit that like button, I beg. Thank you so much, Blessed. Hit that like button. Let's keep going.
Don't get us wrong. Do not get us wrong. We don't hate her. So we don't have anything against her, right? We're only against what she did.
Saying is that
She may be a sweet.
I don't think she did anything too. That she hasn't spoken much outside of people saying she's throwing shit on the internet. But that's what side chicks do. What do you expect of a side chick? I don't think anyone is doing anything wrong. But everybody go collect. I don't think anybody's doing anything wrong. I just don't like that word. I think we can all be wrong, okay? I think the outcome will tell us who is wrong, okay? We go there here, right? We go there here. The result, the reality can be wrong and right. But as far as what people are doing, what they've deemed to be the right thing to do, like you really thinks is doing the right. I believe him when he said, I want my son to have a sense of identity. He's telling himself lies. No one wants to tell themselves lies, but they find themselves telling themselves lies sometimes. How would they find out? The consequences will tell us, okay? So what does that mean? We have to practice patience, right? But you can look around you, you can see these kind of stories. They don't end well, okay? When you have a child outside of wedlock, they will be raised outside of wedlock. That child is another layer of struggle for that child. Every child will have their own layers of struggle in life for whatever reason, their personality, their religion, their whatever, where they find themselves, which they don't get to choose. But when you have them outside of wedlock, it's another layer of issues in life they have to deal with. Okay, that's all. That's the consequences. It's not right or wrong. I mean, right and wrong is like trying to be the judge. You know, I don't think that works or help anybody because we don't know what their moral standards are anyway. You know, so let's keep going
Person,
here.
of course, it takes a sweet soul to attract a man. It's not easy to get a man to be on your side. It's not easy to get a man to leave his children to live a beautiful family. It's not easy.
Nobody.
So for such qualities, apart from Kayamata, for such quality, it takes a sweet soul to do. So if there's no Kayamata,
That's
whatever
nothing
it's
to do
called,
with sweet soul.
No, nothing like that.
then it
Nothing like
Hey,
Kayamata.
Mama
There's
Jojo,
nothing
good to
like
see you.
Kayamata in their love. Oh, this love now real love. Seriously.
She said, "This love na real love." Oh, seriously. She knows that there's no Kayamata involved. I thought Kayamata was what do you guys call it? I thought it was there's a name, generic name that they call it. I thought it's natural. It's not juju now. Abi, not juju. Oh Lord. I think this lover is 80% fact. Remember, people also take matters to him and hard to expose. Exactly. That's why I say it depends. You have to assess it case by case. You can't really say, hey, like if she's all lies, she won't exist. Okay.
Her Excellency and His Excellency, people in Enugu know them. The same people clapping for you has been seeing two of them behind. Did they tell her? Clapping for men. The same people clapping for her has been seeing you and Judy together in Enugu. They didn't say anything.
Yeah, but people see that people with their side chicks in Nigeria all the time. That doesn't mean they're about to take on a second wife or drag their family through the mud. Ladies, now don't do well with this one. Though. You have to take the hell for this one. For these 2 or 3 ladies. Because this third one, 2-7, I don't understand. Right? These 2 ladies at the bottom at least. You have to take the L for it. Okay? This is a good time to say our agenda. Like Auntie B would say, right? This is a good time for it. Okay? You have to take responsibility. You see, as men, we know how to take our own L's. We try, right? Take our L's on it. This one right here, you have to take the L for it, right? Women supporting women in the mud. In the poto. Hey, Jesus, chai.
This one week me.
Even Freeze goes up, you know. Please show some love. D'Souza, good to see you, D'Souza. Good to see you. Oh, my show.
I don't want to talk. They will say Sandra said, you know me, I speak the truth. That's my motto.
They always say they speak the truth. These niggas, man. They always say they speak the truth. They monopolize truth. We just hit 200 for the first time. Shout out to every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, Jesus, bye. She speak the truth. How did I know that was coming? I didn't predict it, but I kind of knew that was coming. You know me, I speak the truth. Voila. Hit that like button right now. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much. Let's continue. There's more. There's more.
Hey, I'm not sure that
This girl has done so much for you, YUL EDOCHIE. In case you don't know,
you didn't know about this.
morally,
Like that,
everything she has.
If a woman is not giving a man peace, the man has the right to get the peace anywhere.
I'm
not
Thank you.
Stay where you're not happy.
All he wants is peace.
If I'm not giving you
peace.
You wish you can get it elsewhere. Good luck with you.
Thank
You
you.
only live once. We don't know about this aspect because what they portray, what they showed us is a perfect family. We don't know this aspect of relationship.
This matter past my power.
Really?
You asked for it.
Me say we.
I've been waiting for you to bring this stuff.
Of the online in-laws, I hereby retire my position to another person as judge of this matter. This
I
matter.
give up as well. I'm secretary. I withdraw.
Show free some love. Show free some love, you know.
But you see,
Jesus Christ.
The problem with social media is social media always works on available facts. What we have been utilizing is the only thing that has been available to us. So please don't blame us too much. We don't know. Now as we see sure you get waiting at the talk. And I have no place to judge. I'm going to say this. If I am a man and I'm in an unhappy place, I will find my square root.
No. Freeze cannot use himself as a... Freeze is a guy who walks a straight line. It's not the same as YUL in any chance. And when I say walks a straight line, does it to a fault and is willing to drag anybody in that lane. So he said it earlier. He said anybody who wants to be hurt can be hurt. That's not good enough either. There's more to it. If you have a family, it's your responsibility as a man to keep that family together. And when you do a poor job, it's your responsibility to say, hey, I messed up over there, because you're not perfect. You're a man, a human being, right? And sometimes that will happen, right? But it's how you respond to that makes the difference. It's not the idea that you're perfect that makes you a man. It's how you respond, right? That will let the society determine if you're a man or not. Not me, but the society will judge that, right? So Freeze cannot. Freeze is the kind of guy who doesn't believe he's just gonna call you out and say you cheated and you're wrong and you should go to hell. And unless it's time to create more content, but he is not to be compared to you. They're completely different personalities altogether from what it looks like. Yeah. Truly from the village, the rasness is something else. How can Obasi had left 12 years ago and Judy's children are not that age? How old are Judy's children? That's a good question. I am village person too. Them bomb me for the city, but I beg the rest of commenters stop to the shame. Thank you, Jare. Gracious greatness. Thank you. Go make sense now. Go right now, eh? Ola May had 4 small children to care for. How could she be running behind her husband? Because these same ladies will judge her.
Disrespect you. But you see, because at your online,
I think that was a very important point that he's making
to a
here.
woman that gives you peace. I have no problem with polygamy. Polygamy is biblical.
Before we continue to this, let me address this. Yeah, so these same ladies will judge Judy if she ended up chasing around town behind YUL and she ends up hurting herself in one shape or the other. Maybe an accident, maybe something happened to the children. They would judge her. Literally, they would judge her. And they'll say, see, that's why they took your husband. He's better off with Judy. They will use that to judge her. She was reckless with her children. I've heard women say this all the time before. She was reckless with her children. That's why the guy don't like her anymore. Oh no, but she didn't care about her husband. She allowed her husband to just travel around town anyhow. So now she lost her husband. None of this stuff are relevant factors, but they will use it to judge when it's time to judge.
I argue and say it's not biblical for Christians, but it is in the Bible. You read Psalms that was written by polygamists. The wisdom of this world was with the hands of a polygamist. We are children of Israel. Jacob was the one that was named Israel. Jacob was a polygamist. We are all fathers of Abraham. Not only was Abraham polygamist, he even had concubines. So I have no problem, but my problem is what seems to me the constant disrespect of May. I think
okay, ladies, is it correct now? It shouldn't be a man that should be, but I get it. But damn, it should be men that should have been on this platform running their mouth, and then women should be saying, no, don't say that about, I'm basically defending May. But women supporting women, the poto.
If I don't talk to him, if I talk to him, maybe I will tell him, you please just file for a divorce or arrange this, or just stop talking about May. Just face your life. Face Judith. Face your children. Your children are your children, whether you and May are together or not.
It's making some good points. It's making some really valid points there. Shout out to Daddy Freeze. We're using this within fair use guidelines. We're just reacting. Mistress and wife are two different things. Would you still like Judy as a wife over being a mistress? Exactly what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
Hey,
facts.
It is disrespecting her. It's disrespecting what she stands for. It's disrespecting what she believes in. It's disrespecting what she wants as a person. Please, just leave her out. Move with your life. Carry Judy. If you find love, yes, you are right. You can find love. Sometimes you don't buy car, finish, drive and reach house. You can't see your neighbor and say, "Fine, pass your own," and you want to change it. It may happen, and it happens like that in marriage. Human beings are emotional. When I met my ex in the university, I thought she was going to be the person I'll grow old with.
So live show have love emoji. Yes, shout out to you. 4 children under 7 years old. Where is the trust? It's now a crime to trust your husband, basically, right? Was May supposed to be taken for children? 4 children, and exactly. May is a good wife. Ola, if May is a bad wife, why would you want to still remain in a polygamous? Exactly. And never mind what moment to moment feel like, which is where we take things like he's no longer happy. The overall picture of what they had together is something that Judy will continue for the rest of his life to compete for. She will never get rest competing for that. You know when May said 18 years of Catholic marriage and long-term courtship, premarital courtship, right? There's a reason why she was saying that. She's kind of obsessed with that. But the truth is that Judy will continue to compete with that for the rest of her life. She will never know rest. The position she had decided to come into, right? She will never know rest. She's going to get to a point in life. She's going to be like, why did I do that? That was stupid. And people are still dragging me. People are still calling. Listen, ladies, some of you are here.
Hearing that.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm
Some of you are here, right? And you're hearing this. Some of you are here, I guarantee you. 216 people. Shout out to all of you, right? That thing that you say, in 10 years from now, you're going to regret it. Okay? Especially if it's something that becomes part of your name. Every man should understand that. Every man gets that. Okay? Ladies, you need to get that. A good name is better, okay, than gold. Okay, you might not know it right now because let that slide. In 10 years from now, because remember, it's feelings, it's temporary. It's going to creep up on you, because when people say feelings are temporary, they don't realize that the consequences of those feelings will hunt you down if it has something to do with your name. When people Google your name or they search for your name in the system, and something that you thought was just let's just slide that in there, right? It's coming back, right? For her, she's a celebrity, right? There is a different way that it happens for those of us that are regular people, but it's the same effect, the same principles, right? That thing that you said is not really a big deal is going to be a big deal 10 years from now. So be guided. When you say when you say people do that, people get away with that all the time, you might be the one that won't be able to get away with it.
She will call police from my office. She will fight me, look for my trouble, so that there will be a police record. Luckily for me, the day she fought me and called police, me, I don't report and give my papa. My papa don't report and give her uncle. Now her uncle, they settle fight when police come. So her uncle was the one that told the police.
While Freeze is talking, let's just go through some of your comments. May has 4 children to look after, but Yul is using his third leg to ease his tension. A man's got to do what his man has got to do, right? Joyce Reality, good to see you, Joyce Reality. She's an Ngbeke Abeg. No apologies. Shallow mentality. Okay, I hear you. I shall ramashame our village people. Enugu street girls. How come none of Juju friends have no education? Enugu, the Las Vegas of Africa. Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, now I'm curious. I need to visit Enugu. Not to go and engage in bad behavior, but sounds like it's a city that we should all get to visit at some point, right? If my husband goes out to work, I should be trolling him. Sarah is single. Don't expect any reasonable talk from her. Exactly. Unrealistic expectations of Sarah, right? I agree with that 100%. Kathy Ola. There no woman who is going around with this husband. Could make sense now. Pastor Paula White and her ex-husband took showers and both together every day, had dinner together, breakfast together every day. He still cheated on her. So distance is not an issue here to me. Yeah, it's not relevant. It's just not relevant. Okay. All right. It could be a factor. I guess distance is one of those things, right? But by itself, no, there are other issues. Okay. Not her engaging in pick-me behavior now. That lady at the bottom corner, this lady right here in the bottom corner, she's absolutely what they call a pick-me. Okay, pick-me doesn't mean a woman that men want. It actually means the opposite. It means a woman who will bury herself for men that actually don't want her. There are many of them out there. Okay, they do exist. Let's get into this next one.
Option 2. Or May and you separate.
Okay, while Freeze is still talking, I want to hear Sarah more. While he's still talking, I'm just going to let it keep playing. I'm monitoring. The value also includes what May worth now. Yes, more now, because even in his head, more. You know, you take what's readily available for granted. When May was taking care of those babies at home, men do this a lot. Okay, a lot of men do this. You don't value them. They don't bring peace suddenly because so many things is going on. So what do? Like, instead of you to look for ways to ease whatever she's going through, you're like, let me go look for an escape route, right? You find an escape. She's talking. Let's see if she's talking sense.
There was a word you called him.
Oh, okay, this part is important. This is the part I stumbled into by mistake.
The fact that if Judy herself had called him names, now they're married, they know waiting their boil, we cook, we spoil pots.
Who did I call him? Sorry, who?
Obasi, that's Judy's ex-husband. There was a word you called him, and I didn't like that because you were not.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I said he came out to lie. He was paid to. He was paid to come and lie against Judy. Yes, he was paid to come out and tell lies against Judy. Do you understand? Because you can't tell me that.
So now, if this young girl catches lawsuit tomorrow, she'll not say, I ain't got it. Like, is there a proof that he was paid? Do you have the proof that he was paid to come and tell lies? I do think that man was just a weak man who was, he lost his wife. I'm talking about Obasi. He was a weak man who lost his wife. I'm able to tell by the way he's conducting himself, by looking for vlogs and blogs to carry his story. I can tell that same behavior is what he was doing inside of the marriage. It's no wonder why even any woman will leave him, especially a Judy. Okay, I'm sorry, that's my interpretation of what I saw, right? I know some of you ladies have empathy for Obasi, right? But does she have proof that he was paid? I don't think he was paid. I think that was his behavior. I think that's the man he was. Like you ladies keep saying, this girl was from the village. Ojuete Lansing right now. She thinks she can see right now. That's why she's feeling herself. She's feeling herself running around with YUL, right? So if she doesn't have proof and she catches a lawsuit with her small money now she will run around and say, I ain't got it. Right? Terrible accusation, you know.
After almost 12 years of their divorce, he's just waking up. He's just realizing that this woman has left him. This woman has been the one caring for their children all by herself, alone.
I had one.
Obasi has remarried though. Wait, do you know that Obasi has actually been remarried? He has his own children with his new wife.
Obasi has remarried?
Yes, now he has a wife now. He's married now.
So why did he come out and do this
now?
Thank
you very much. He just came out to paint Judy as a bad person because he saw that block.
I actually believe that part. I think Obasi probably moved on with another village girl, but it's like, wait, there's a little cloud going on here. Let's see if we can make some noise. Where are my children? He probably remembers suddenly one day, like, where are my children? Oh, my children. Like, whatever he said was happening with his children. Is the children with Obasi or with you or with Judy? I said with you. Right? Which one? I didn't follow the Obasi story too much, you know.
We are just busy dragging the poor woman here and there. So he now came out to add more fuel. Do you understand it now? This woman has, like, This woman has been a good mother to his children. So why would he not come out, you know, and grant yes, and grant interview with this lover against?
All right. So let me address this really quickly. Sarah is saying that you must have been unhappy all these years with May. You had 4 children. The children fall from the sky. Well, let me just address this real quick. People can have multiple children and not be happy. I have way too many examples. Way too many. Okay. Some of them don't even do Kerewa regularly. When they do Kerewa, the club is shut up again. Okay. And before they know it, there are 4 or 5 children in. They were never happy. The more children they have, the more they will drag themselves. There are too many examples. Okay. So just so you know, could follow. You know. Let's keep going.
Judy.
Oh wow.
That's very bad now. That is unacceptable.
That's not nice.
That's not nice. For what?
Oh.
He has not been contributing to their welfare. She does all that alone, and she has never been complained or dragged him online. Never. Judy is a very good woman. Yes, very good woman. A very good woman, good wife, and a good mother.
You need to calm down and do this your explanation. People will think you're being one-sided because she's your friend.
This one want to make sense suddenly. Auntie common sense. Let's call her Auntie common sense. She's trying to slow her little friend over here down. Like, people would think it's too late. From the first moment, like I think it was less than 2 minutes into this analysis, right, that I called this.
Stop the cap.
It's too late. And let me call the cap on Auntie common sense really
Stop
quick.
the cap.
Auntie
Stop the cap.
Auntie Fox.
Stop the cap.
It's too late.
Friend. So emotions are
Listen
right.
to me, yeah. I'm not saying this because I'm a friend to Judy. Definitely, I'm not supposed to say anything bad against my friend. That is my own orientation of friendship.
Orientation.
If I'm your friend, I will be your ride and die. That's my kind of person. Your enemy is my enemy and your friend is my friend. That's my kind of person. Do you understand me? So that's why.
Terrible analogy.
Nigerians are dragging me.
Or alignment.
And all that. I don't mind because she's my friend. Do you understand? I don't mind.
Yeah, you're a good friend then.
Okay. So this man came out and he granted
good friend.
This particular room was not built in one day. That's my own.
Thank you very much.
Before this, while they were laying the foundation.
So did she suggest that they were business partners? That Yul and Judy were business partners? Yeah, they're not. They're not. There's no way that they're business partners. You know, Shebi has to have business for. This guy is an actor. He might have a little small business somewhere that he's running, but yeah, that's definitely cap right there. But again, she will say anything to justify her point right now, right? Do me a favor, hit that like button, okay? Hit that like button, everyone, okay? We do analysis like this every day, 5 p.m. We pick the hardest story, we come here, we talk, and we extract all the relationship lessons in them, okay? Shout out to you, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen of Prestige, let's keep going.
Why they were, trying to build it? What happened? Who did you call their attention to? Did you try to seek for advice? Did you try to seek for help to
Auntie swear won't make sense. I swear.
Back your marriage. I don't know how it's not to talk too much, So I'm sure she must have noticed 1 or 2 things.
Let me be honest. I'm not listening to her. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm not really listening to what she's saying. The way to she run Shamo or Ola, you see that this Sarah knows too much and it's from Judy the watermelon. She doesn't know that much. Yeah, she doesn't know that much. She's saying things that any dumb skull anybody will come online and try to chase clout with. She hasn't said anything that's too profound beyond even what this auntie at the bottom, Auntie Common Sense, is saying. She hasn't really said anything. The only thing she's told us is that she's I want to be respectful to her because we don't know her like that. What's a nice word I can use? I won't be nice. Let me just say she's young. She must be like 60. She's talking like it's 15, 16 years old. You know, 15, 16 years old have common sense, so they can talk from that standpoint a lot. That's the only thing that Sarah has told us so far. Nothing extra. What did she say? That they've been together? There's rumors like that all around town already, that they've been together, and it makes sense. A lot of men will move like that. They have side chicks that they nurture on the side, especially if they have a rock star lifestyle, which it makes sense that you would have, right? And by the way, I don't think May is finding out for the first time. I think May has been dealing with this in and out, on and off for years. But she didn't know that this nigga is going to come out and say, I want to do polygamy. I don't think she was aware of that. You know, a lot of women are in marriages where they find a little happiness within knowing that their husband is engaged in stuff. But they also know that it might slow down over time. You know, they're hoping that he will change. You know, some people do change because they got too old, or he got old, or that behavior got old, right? Some never change. You know, some is just what it is, right? But many people would never attempt to flip that into polygamy. Okay, not especially if they don't have real money. You know, I don't think y'all has real money. When I say real money, I mean real money. Okay. Yeah. So let's keep going.
And all of a sudden, because it's very rare, babes, for your man.
Sorry, we have an excellency watching, but then it's not a Nigerian excellency. He's from Congo.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
welcome, His Excellency. So what I'm trying to
let's keep reading our comments while Auntie Common Sense is talking. I'm waiting for Sarah to talk again. It's so sickening that happiness in marriage should only be centered around the man. Grow up, folks. Well, there are men that actually feel otherwise. There are people on both sides that give that excuse. Happiness is real. It's necessary. It's your responsibility to bring happiness into your marriage. It's not wise to say I'm not responsible for your happiness. It's not a wise thing to say. I see a lot of people saying that, and I know where they're coming from. Everyone is responsible for their happiness, right? Everyone is, you know, they heard that, they read that in the psychology book somewhere. Bro, stop. Okay, you influence the vibe, the happiness, the joy of people around you, and if you do, you better pay attention. Okay, at the core of it, it's correct, it's true, right? At the core of it, it's very true that you're responsible for your own happiness. But let's not sit around and cap like people around you or your surroundings can't affect your happiness. So if you know that to be true, why wouldn't you say, let me make sure my husband is happy. Let me make sure my wife is happy. Let me make sure that I'm not creating the opposite of happiness. Maybe because I nag around the house. Maybe I'm too needy as a man. Maybe I'm too moody. Maybe I'm not paying attention. Maybe I'm bringing the work pressure into the house too much. The truth of the matter is that you affect each other's feelings. That's the reality. No matter how much you try to avoid reality or use terminologies or catch phrases like everyone should create their own happiness, no matter how much you try to use that, we affect each other. We influence each other in ways that are bigger than you can even imagine. So imagine what happens when you just throw your hands in the air. You say, you're responsible. How nice is that to say to anybody? You're responsible for your happiness. That's really nice to say. Just because you want to sound like you've read a book. We got to stay in context. Okay? We got to stay in context. Yes, at the core, at the very bare minimum, you're responsible for your own happiness. You're responsible for how you feel in any context. But let's not take that like anytime. I keep telling you, all this small weight that you are distributing around, when somebody else take you to another level, you won't like it. They will tell you like, well, screw you, you're responsible for your own happiness too. Let's see how you feel about that, right? Well, I'm just going to carry all these side chicks around town. You're responsible for your own happiness anyway. Like, oh, it's that simple. I'm supposed to just be happy because I'm responsible for my happiness, right? Is that really how that works? I just want us to be careful with all the catchy phrases, all the catchy words that we throw around that we read in a book somewhere. Let's calm down sometimes. Tojuba farabale arimu. Let's pay attention to what's actually going on. Okay, we're all responsible for our surroundings. Okay, not just you as a person. Okay. I preach self-love here, okay? Self-care, self-love, okay? But some of you don't need to be talking about self-love. You're too selfish. Okay, let's keep going.
commands, or you men, her closest allies who are clapping for her, have always been clapping for these other two people behind the scene. Now everybody is trying to act like a saint. You know, so my own is that the earlier you forgive and take a stand, the better. I cannot dictate for a man. For men have egos and you cannot massage it. You understand? This we're talking about.
Ladies, don't listen to that. You can absolutely massage your man's ego, and you can absolutely generate a lot of good tidings from that. Okay, absolutely. Okay, ego is not necessarily a bad thing, like every other thing. Ego is a double-edged sword, like everything else. Okay, it can cut both ways. Okay, but there's something you can do with that. Like, we can turn around and call it pride. We can say, hey, my man has a level of sense of pride, right? I want him to feel pride. I want him to feel pride, and I want him to associate it with me, that I help him to even boost that. Not the negative pride stuff, because again, everything is double-edged sword, right? Not uncontrollable pride where he's using it to hurt you, but where it's like, no, this is my woman. Like, he's proud to say, my woman helped me when I was in bad times, right? You want him to associate his sense of pride, his sense of identity, greatness to you. So why won't you massage the ego? You see how she just said that, and it makes common sense, right? Somebody's going to hear that and use that the wrong way, because remember, all of them are double-edged sword. They cut both ways, right? It just depends on who is using it and in what context you're using it. I keep saying,
you can't tell a man whom to fall in love with or whom not to fall in love with. Do you get?
The husband, the wife knows him more.
Gentlemen, you listen to that, you go collect woto. Imagine if everybody is running around just falling in love anyhow, anywhere. Never mind the structures I'm supposed to bring into situations as a man, right? Oh, because I had a small career somewhere, I'm not all over the place. I'm in love. I'm just gonna throw my whole family under the bus because I had a little small career. Oh, by the way, a little small career is good enough to destroy your life. But I'm just saying, right? Because she had a good box, it's good time to throw your whole family under the bus. You listen to this chick, right? And then you believe that nonsense. Waiting happen. You think she's gonna be there to protect you? She will say she will be the same one that will shame you. Say you should have known better. She will say you should have known better. Gentlemen, you can't afford to listen to this kind of nonsense, okay? Listen to it, grain of salt. Thank you for advocating for men, okay? However, we're gonna move this direction, okay? Let's keep going.
Not somebody you give commands or you throw tantrums down or you try to give him conditions. You're gonna lose out. So if she wants to stay alone, fine, I respect it. But the earlier they do it, the better. Because their children are all grown and they come to social media and they are saying things. It is totally wrong. You understand? Your husband will write.
Let's keep it auntie. So, didn't you have political ambitions? I don't know how Nigeria feels about voting for divorce contenders. Nigeria, that has nothing to do with how Nigeria votes. I beg. Liz, good to see you, Liz. That has nothing to do with how Nigerians vote. That's how Nigerians vote. Last time we checked, we'll find out if there's any difference in a few weeks. Okay. You'd married her due to pressure. Married who due to pressure? Married the wife, May? Yeah, it's been 18 years. I doubt that. If you're talking about, he's not married to the second one. That's just a mistress. Last time we checked, based on what he's saying himself. Okay. He fell in love for 12 years. She remained as a side chick until GL tried to expose him. Or Gistlover tried to expose him. It took him 12 years to realize he's not happy at home. You see? On matters of the heart, she has no idea. Yep, like many of us. It's something that you remain a student of for life.
Please, I want to say something, please. I want to quickly say.
And my lovely sister Sarah, thank you so much for coming and sharing your own life. Yes?
Daddy, please, I want to say something, please. I want to quickly
I have to round up now.
Please.
Okay.
But
please, I want to use this medium to apologize to May. If I said something bad against her, knowingly or unknowingly, I have nothing against May. YUL EDOCHIE.
Oh my,
no.
The
the fact that she's not my friend doesn't mean that she's my enemy. No. Okay, I'm just being human. I'm just being a good friend. Okay, Judy has been nothing but awesome to me. Okay, she's a sister and a friend, and I can take a bullet for her. Okay, so please, if I've said anything bad against YUL EDOCHIE, knowingly or unknowingly, or if my yesterday post provoked Nigerians or her fans, I'm really sorry, but I actually did not mean it in a bad way. Okay, I'm using this medium to say a big sorry to you guys. Okay, stop insulting me, stop cursing me. I'm not from the trenches, or big fan.
She has collected in those comments. That's what she's talking about.
Insult anyone. It's
they already did.
To me. That shows.
They already did. Let me go back to what Temilade Adams said. No one is responsible for your happiness. No this and no peace. I agree. However, be aware that your surrounding, including the people in your surroundings, influences your happiness. So just keep that at the back of your mind as well. So I think I spoke to that earlier. Let's go to the next one, which is the last one here.
The child is pushed out at labor. I know.
You go break the below that the freeze. Plenty pastor's wife. Plenty pastor's wife. Their table go break. Oh, there are plenty. Oh,
check.
Okay, so they want to be leaking people's secrets. Go ahead, do your thing. Look how you go collect. I've been married for 20, but intimacy has reduced. Is intimacy food? Go rest. Don't say that though. You go offend me. Really, really bad, and a lot of men. Please, can someone help us find out how old Judy's kids are? Because if they were dating for 12 years, that means Judy was sleeping with you while still married to you. Yep. If you find out, put it in the group. By the way, if you find out, put it in the group. You can find the group at join the group. Everyone go ahead and join the group right now. Just go from your phone. Once we're done with the show, you can write this down, lolaandola.com/WhatsApp. That's how you join the group on WhatsApp. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, where's the rest of the let's see. Okay, I just want to capture the rest of the comments before we leave. Shout out to everyone that stopped by today. Let's see. You need to come by every day. Okay, don't come only when I'm talking about you. We're talking about this kind of stuff all the time, so make sure you're coming by every time. Make sure you turn on your notifications. Make sure you subscribe and turn on all your notifications, the bell. Make sure your phone gets notifications when we go live, right? Somebody says basketball married to another woman. I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell us later. This pisses me off. The profession of YUL is acting. That is the agreement between the husband and wife. How is it that all of a sudden she doesn't care? These efforts are tripping. You said it, Chinye. You said it. Why are they shouting though? Yeah, that's what it does. That if we show when they get into that argument, he has good stuff going on. You want to learn how these people move? Just watch people argue on this platform. You will learn a lot. You can also bring some of those back to the group, and we'll see if we can dissect them as we move forward, analyzing them. Right? Why are they shouting? Yeah, friends with benefits. These women, are they married with kids? No way. They don't sound like they are. I will bet my whole monthly livelihood on it. None of them are married, including the anti-common sense at the bottom. These women, are they married with kids? YUL and May are married and have children. Exactly. and she Yankee nonsense. Oh, I told you the other lady was annoying now. Oh, okay, that's the other lady you were talking about. She's digging a deeper hole for Judy by disclosing lots we didn't know. She didn't disclose much. Like I said, I thought she was saying, she was telling more about herself, how she thinks, than anything else. May don't care. A man who is supposedly should be at work locations. Yeah, that didn't make any sense, right? This is a woman that sleeps with her spiritual husband, right? What is that? Chinyere Ojiaku, good to see you. Marriott, welcome. You're late. Or maybe you were listening in the background. This auntie has claimed she's seen UFOs and has it. Oh, that's the lady. Okay, you're talking about the auntie common sense. She's seen UFOs. She sounds like someone that would say shit like that. And yeah, I won't say the rest. Let me leave it alone. She sounds like one. Let's just leave it alone. She's not okay herself. This other auntie has a spiritual husband. No, I'm done. I don't think May is still sleeping with you mean YUL. Yeah, we don't know, right? We don't know. Both of them knows too much about YUL. Like they are friends with Judy. Like they said, anybody who was on the street, who in the scene of acting in Enugu, and they know. And like they said, Gislova was about to release some stuff, right? So I caught that. That orange head is mentally disturbed. Who was the orange? Or the one at the top? Isabel, I see we watched her unhinged videos. Hola, I'm so ashamed on behalf of my... Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that you guys should continue to not support each other. You can support each other, but these two ladies that was at the bottom of those screens earlier on that free screen, they clearly weren't, These women are so shallow. They think May is jobless and her only job is YUL. What of the family, the kids, school runs? They know nothing about marriage. Like most of the loudest people about marriage on the internet today, both men and women, the loudest people on internet, both men and women, know nothing about even a simple healthy boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Like zero. Okay, so it's no surprise there, right? This is why she's shouting platter of gold care. I think these two women plan to come to this life to bash May. No, that's how they think. You're giving them too much credit. They don't think. Okay? See her mouth, silly and shameless one. Platter. I didn't say that. You said that, correct. You said that. These two women, please, you're not making... I'm just catching up with your comments. Sorry. Both of them are still single, so they see marriage as the ultimate. Yeah, marriage is just an institution. It's a function of the relationship, the underlying relationship, the underlying people in it. If the people are not healthy, if they don't know how to do relationship, they will come back and blame marriage, and it's their own fault. Okay, equally. Okay, if it has to be fault. But a lot of people don't understand relationships. They don't understand how emotions work. They don't understand their own emotions. So how can they understand other people's emotions? How can they cater to other people? Okay, even when they read book, they misinterpret books in a way that suits their own narratives. So it's just really, really bad out there. I think everyone should be hiring coaches. Oh, by the way, my wife and I do offer coaching services. Okay, maybe this is a good time to show this. You could go grab the book for free. Go download the book for free. Okay, at loveandprestige.com, and that will take you into anything else that you need from us. Okay, let me keep going here. Highly emotionally fractured. That lady, that's why she shouts to make basic points. Yeah, it almost doesn't seem like she's shouting inside too. She's trying to shout, but it's like the voice is going back inside. It's like, and I can see the muscles on her face like stretching apart. Like I don't want to shame the young lady, but she needs to go be shut up somewhere. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Anti common sense, particularly. Sarah is like, I don't expect much from Sarah. These ladies think you can never leave Judy for another woman. Judy go collect. I tell you, Judy and Sarah are frustrated. See, that Sarah Martin is despicable. That Sarah Martin is despicable. How can you call someone's legal husband your soulmate? These people are making the case worse for Judy. They organized this stupid Sarah to come and talk rubbish. Yeah, that's too much credit. They're not thinking like that. They can't think that far, by the way. You see, they came to campaign. Yeah, it looks like that. But I really think that's who they are, I really think these people are exactly like this. When you see them, you believe them. The idea that they sat down somewhere, they make a meeting, they had a meeting, right? And they cooked this up. That's too much credit you're giving them. That's too much credit. You can't... I think you're just starting to learn about human beings. I'm telling you, human beings are frustrated in general. Let me just say that. We have a long way to go. Let's just say that, okay? Yep, I just generalized. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people, okay? I don't see Yul and Judy staying together in the work. The work. He will resent her. He will hate her. Big bear. I promise you. Wait for it. Sweet soul on another woman's husband. Just imagine. Yeah. Women, ladies. This is how it really gets out there, right? Remember when Brad Patrick was trying to make that point? Wrong room. We already discussed that. But when he was trying to make that point, it's everywhere though. You know, I think a lot of young people are just confused. Everywhere, confused, you know. Wow, what have Judy done wrong? Is that really a freaking question? Wrong. Well, so far she's throwing shade on social media, right? You can't hold people's mouths, you know. But to me, May don't even care anymore about Yul and Judy. Oh yeah, she does. That's how 18 years. No, it's not that simple. Good to see you, Tina. It's not that simple. I see why Auntie B didn't want to see this video. This is a freaking insane. Auntie B, I promise you, Auntie B, I've made her watch this right now. I think she'll watch it. She'll be curious. But she will find it worthy because of all these lessons. You need to pay attention to all these nuances. Okay? You need to start. Our radars need to be a little bit higher. Okay? Emotional intelligence radars need to be a little bit higher. You need to be able to pick up bullshit from 10 miles away. Okay? The moment she opened her mouth, the second sentence, I call the cap, right? Once somebody say, oh, what did she say again? Whatever she said. And then she said but, right? Like, no. She's about to, you need to be able to pick that up in people so that they don't waste your time. It doesn't mean you'll be casting people away because a lot of people in your life will be doing this. But you're able to say, what do you mean? You're able to listen a little bit further. You're able to give them patience because already you bring them down from the pedestal where they are, where you put them. You have these unrealistic expectations. So you put them down. So let me bring this guy down to, let's be humble. Let me come down to this person's level. They want to say something that I've never heard before. So it's either you're surprised or you're not surprised. One way or the other, at least you calm down. You're not putting them on a pedestal, right? So, Indiara Ngbeke group of company. Ngbeke village. That's village, Ravi. Now, still the same village people. Okay. Odabe, I continue. My village is Ayede Ogbese and Usho of Ondo State, between Akure and Owo. Those are my two villages, right? I'm very proud. I'm a very proud village boy. So, if you now want, shame village people all you want, you know. This video is pissing me off, I swear. Okay, Mabino, I'm sorry. Of course, they are not wearing the shoe and lack empathy. They won't be happy if a Judy comes and scatters their home. Tina said we don't love Judy. It's a protest now, eh? This other woman is a knucklehead. so she's popular. Okay, I'll start paying attention to her. Maybe we can, but she's not a public figure, so I can't really react to her too much. Unless she puts herself next to public figures, so then I can freely react to it. Don't mind those Raz market women. Raz is king. Raz for the win. Not a knucklehead. They are so embarrassing. Men and women like this should stick together and leave the rest of us. Sarah is so bitter. Is she? I think she's just ignorant, you know. I love May. She's a strong woman. This spiritual husband auntie has no emotional maturity at all. She has never been married. Auntie common sense. I will spare her. But Yul is very promiscuous in the Nollywood industry. He's well known, so if he impregnates another woman, she will marry her too. But she didn't marry Judy. We keep missing that. She has not married Judy. Okay, she's trying to remarry his first wife. That's why I think he's a polygamist. Terrible monogamist, rather. He's a monogamist. He's a terrible monogamist, yes, but he's a monogamist at heart. Okay, it's not really a polygamist. Polygamists don't try to squeeze in side chicks into wives forcefully, right? They do what they do. They may be a cheater, they may be a serial cheater, but they don't try to force a square into a circle. Is that how they say it, or vice versa? I don't know. I told you I'm a village boy. I love May so very much. I see and I love May too much. These women are marketing women. I be market women. Which one? The time is the revealer of all things. Yeah, we go there here now. None of these ladies are married, so they are rubbish. Well, not because they are not married, it's because they don't know. It's because it's easy to tell. Okay, they're making it too easy to tell that they have no experience, particularly, not because they're not married. It's very important to point that out. It's natural aphrodisiac is the word I was looking for from Hausa people. Exactly. Because the way she said is like some kind of juju thing, right? Like voodoo, right? But I thought Kaya Mata was natural aphrodisiac. That's what I've heard, I stand with May. Aphrodisiac. Yes, that's the word. I love May. Kaya Mata has been bastardized. So the bastardized Kaya Mata is juju. Oh, okay, that part. And it makes sense, Nigerians, they take everywhere to the next level, right? Yeah. So May asked him, but he denied it several times, said they are colleagues. Oh, yeah. But May was asking probably about other people too. Again, I don't think that issue is new. Infidelity issue is new to them like that. I don't think so. Stupid love fake. For men, it's Kanya Maza. For men, that's what they call it. So men have their own version. Truth called truth ni. That's the truth sayer, right? Anti-truth monopolizer. These two ladies are not yet married. Nemesis will visit them. Thank God. Internet never forget. I'm waiting for two of them will end up. Internet don't forget nothing. Nothing. Double negative equals to negative, right? Truth on top, another woman husband. Ola, the second lady said she's an akudaya. Akudaya means a person that has died before and came back. You guys have been watching that freeze way so much, right? Jesus. So she's a regular on that free show, huh? Anyone who supports wickedness, evil go collect. That's a fact. Life don't forget. Oh, they say internet don't forget. Internet is a reflection of what life is, right? Yes. There's no sleep for the wicked. I want only one nika. Ugbo Yoruba ben, Ugbo Yoruba ben nika. My fellow Bodo fam. No, this is the Prestige fam here. We're a brotherly platform to the Obodo fam. We're the same, essentially. Okay. Yul is frustrated. You cannot correct the steps of a poor dancer when he or she is busy dancing off tune. Exactly what's going on with Yul. These friends believe in what the nonsense they are saying, and they can go market for it. Yeah, especially for Yul. Judy, I don't really expect much from a Judy. I don't know. Hey, my brother, my sister, Mr. and Mrs. She said, shout out to you all. These are my day ones on this platform. Supporter, please support them. They have their own platform. They're running a YouTube platform. They are married and they're talking from that standpoint. Especially those of you that are affected by the American society, you might want to pay attention to what they're saying because it's affecting you one way, shape, or the other. Okay. All right. Ineka, good to see you here, by the way. Daddy Freeze has been trying to get people to support Yul. Daddy Freeze is also like Yul. He collected another man's husband. The guy sued him and was awarded $5 million. I don't think it's the same thing. I really don't think it's the same thing. I see how it can look like the same thing, but yeah, I don't think it's the same thing. That's why I couldn't support Obasi, right? When you lose your wife, you have to own that with your full chest as a man. Say, you can't learn if you don't admit that you lost your wife. You can't learn anything. Ladies, we can't listen to that advice because we have a home to keep together. So we can't afford to be running around and say somebody took your wife. If somebody took your wife, yes, it happened. There's probably something that I missed. Probably. It's not always true, but it's probably. If you don't even engage that at all, right? How are you going to learn anything? How are you going to nurture another better relationship in the future? As a man in this society, as a man, you are expected, like when much, to whom much is given, much is expected. If we're leading the society, we don't get to cry wolf about the unfairness of it, that we don't hold each other to the same standard. We're not the same. Okay, we're not equal. Okay, this has nothing to do with equal rights for women in the workplace, but we're talking about inside a marriage. In a typical marriage, a man is expected to lead, and so he can't afford to run around, wolf around town, trying to talk to bloggers like a chicken with a lost head. Obasi is a weak man from what I could see. I'm sorry. Okay, so if Daddy Freeze happens to be the better man, may the best men win. That's the reality of the world we live in. Okay, if he happens to be a better man to a taste bud, it is what it is. It's just the reality. We don't talk about right and wrongs here, because I believe anyone can be wrong and it looks right initially, right? It's time, consequences, and reality results that will tell us, right? So based on what I can see right now, no, I don't see that, especially if he goes to go and try to sue his ex-wife for $5 million and drag his, I can't respect that. But there's also things that I don't know. There's part of that story I don't know, but from what I can see, the little bit I can see, I don't agree it's the same story. And if it's the same story, then maybe you're saying Obasi deserved what he got. You know, women are women anywhere you go. It has nothing to do with good women or bad women. Okay, a woman is only sustainable in a marriage when she has the covering. In a marriage, I'm not talking about all this other type of exceptional type of relationships. So this new modern age, that's not what I'm talking. In a marriage, okay, the covering comes from the man. The man's covering comes from God, not from human. He can't be asking women for his covering. That's out of order. It doesn't work. Not in our social construct. It just doesn't work. Okay, even when a woman is really a good woman and all, she just wants to support him and all this like Auntie was talking about that today, right? Earlier, want to support and want to spend money on mother. That's not sustainable. Eventually you will resent him, for the most part, at least. Okay, so I'm not saying every time, but for the most part, you've seen these things around you. It's like, oh, but there's nothing wrong, you should be able to. It's because it's insecure. You can call it whatever name you want to call it. It's just not sustainable. Okay, let's keep that at the back of our mind. We spend some time on that, huh? Polygamy being biblical doesn't mean it's a wonderful thing. Solomon and David, that men always make reference to, didn't end well at all due to women matter. You know, anyway, a lot of human beings can never be pleased. Yeah, Judy, that is forcing herself all over Jewel, will soon cry. You know, because Jewel will not end infidelity after her. Exactly. Or part of when you're bed, very close. This woman should be ashamed for all this pandering of YUL and support of Judy. Judy is so desperate to have YUL. Well, some people claim she already has him. I doubt it. Women are not very cooperative in supporting each other. We are divided. This is evolutionary though. Yes, I don't think that's a thing to judge women about. I think it's just what it is, right? These are some of those givens, you know, that we can't really judge. It doesn't help you to be judging people. Just see it as what it is, right? Christian is one man, one wife, with YUL claims to be. Yeah, not really. It has nothing to do with that, you know. Religion go in the poto. This my gender no do well at all. We need more mentors for the ladies. We need more women that can learn some of these principles, that can start mentoring. We need more women like Auntie B to start mentoring, start having master classes, because if you don't do it, the worst of the women gender are doing it. They are loud and they are getting popular and they have huge followership and they are teaching your children. Okay, so they will lead some of your children astray and then eventually come back later and then say, I'm engaged. Olowori me. Some of you know the story I'm talking about. We didn't get to it yet, if we ever get to it, right? Judy will cry later for sure. Time is coming. Payback time is the way. Judy go collect. Ola, tire you every time my ex-wife. No, Daddy Freeze has work to do. If that's what you're talking about, no. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. He hasn't seen his children. I understand where it's coming from. It's pain. He hasn't seen his children for 5 years. Yeah, that will turn the best man in the world into to the worst, of himself. That one I disagree. Enugu is a city of civil servants, predominantly University community, University of Nigeria, Enugu, university town. I would like to visit, definitely. I love university cities. But that may have a different meaning in Nigeria, but I yield. They all lived at Enugu and moved to Lagos not too long ago. Yul and May shuttled to and from Enugu. Okay. I pray for May. I'm going to have to end in a few minutes. You guys keep commenting on. I pray for May. I was in similar situation. So who feels know the song? I will continue to pray for May and my children. Yeah, it's tough. Thank you. Keep praying for her. She will need it. That's why I said common sense in the mud. Anybody that's using common sense to analyze this, it doesn't work. Even emotional intelligence can only go so far if you don't know the people you're talking about, right? So I heard Enugu is a nice state to retire to. Are you not paid to? Who paid you to come and tell lies against May now? Tell us, please. Oh, you're talking about Auntie Sarah Abi. She's making this up. What does she mean that she was paid to lie? That he was paid to lie, right? Who paid him? This chick is insane. Now, what I would love is for her to get sued. And then she go start the beg. Once she get picked up from home, she gets sued for a little money that she may be collecting from being an extra on a set somewhere. She will learn that you shouldn't make up stuff like that randomly. People get treated as scapegoat like that from time to time in Nigeria, by the way. Somebody will just say, go and arrest that girl. Auntie Funke, look, Auntie Kemi Olun lawyer now. She collected now because she was running her mouth. Look at Yul's pedigree. That's an Enugu born and raised. Judy Austin is not Enugu born and raised though. She migrated there in her pursuit of Yul, sadly. This lady speaking don't sound educated. Not to me either. They didn't sound educated. Amber Heard. I don't agree. It's not weak. Judy Elephant was sent to. He's not weak. Judy was he's moved. So I don't call men just weak. They make weak moves. It was a weak move, right? When I say that's weak, the move was weak to try to run and shop stories around blogs. You just collect, Men don't have that grace. We don't have that grace to just drag our family, even when you're right. We don't have such grace. If anyone has that kind of grace at all, I don't think anyone does. But men especially, you can't get away with it. Okay, so it's also an indication of how you behaved in the marriage. You're probably trying to do competition with your wife. You're trying to play equality with your wife because she should be held accountable, and then you collect. I don't think women should not be held accountable. I think there's a way to do it. You have to use lots of wisdom. You can't just run your mouth. You will collect. Hey. So I do think those were weak moves. I don't know him to call him weak, right? He doesn't care about Judy. He just wants access to his kids. You're missing the point. Yeah, but there's a way to do that. He can go to court. Doing an interview with Gislova. No. That's definitely not it. Obasi is upset. Exactly. Upset men would definitely make weak moves. Come on now. We're saying the same thing, okay? Men that are upset, that are angry. I mean, look at Daddy Freeze talking about X all the time. Those are weak moves at the end of the day, even when they are right, okay? Nothing good comes for a man from that, okay? When you lose yourself, when you lose control of your emotional centeredness as a man, your masculine frame, it's not good for this social construct, okay? The society does not respect that. It is what it is, okay? Obasi is upset because they are not allowing him to see his kids. I understand. I get it, okay? But there's a way to go about it. It's going to require lots of patience. It's going to test everything that you believe in. It's going to require lots of patience. almost impossible, if you will, okay, but it's doable, okay. And there are people that do it, and I've coached people that have done it, okay, here in the United States, where everybody cry about, and I coached them, and they got custody of their children when everybody said it was impossible. And he had terrible past even with that situation too, okay. It's just a little bit of things, emotional intelligence, it starts with that, right? But with respect to that person's particular story, okay. Judy and our Enugu friends are Okoro to feel funky. Jesus, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like an abuse. You and Judy pay them poor woman care. Listen, let me fly through it. This girl has such a loud mouth. If he's remarried, does that mean she doesn't want to see his kids? You sent this loser to do damage control. If you say so. I said Sarah and the old lady came to campaign for Judy. The old lady, I thought she was Akudaya. And this is it. Obasi has now been contributing. Then, who has been contributing? I guess you. Cheesy is up to something there. Hey. Should she stay with her husband if he's not contributing? Yes, should. But should is a fantasy world. It's a fantasy word. It's not reality. Yes. Lack of financial security can make a good woman leave. I'm sorry, gentlemen, you don't want to hear that, I know, but it's the reality, okay? Judy, what good woman in which way? Let's see. Judy Elephant promotes waist trainer for this loser. She's a charlatan. She's a good woman and didn't include our other kids' pictures. She's a good woman, right? You know, we can go on and on and on and on and on about these people, but I think we've done this justice, okay? Sarah's information is not objective. I think she admitted to that multiple times. That's the only one part she got correct. Like, at least I will support my friend, you know. I think she got that part correct, you know. There were Bola and Kweku's partners, nonsense and ingredients. Yeah. I did have 224 watchers. We're doing well. Shout out to all you all supporting the platform. Thank you so much. Okay. Mr. Ola and yo, damn, all that classy you will see shade towards Watermelon's bestie. Oh, sorry, me. I didn't mean it. I didn't used to mean it. I'm sorry. Saw a void in you around intimacy. No, you're giving her too much credit. She's just a box. A pekus, if you will. Okay? Don't give Judy that much credit. And I mean that, okay? You can't give these chicks that much credit, okay? They're not thinking that straight. You know, you're thinking, oh, they planned this, they sat down together. No. Watch yourself, okay? Because when you give them that much credit, then you start to, it's naturally you want to over defend yourself and fight them with everything. Like, if you understand that these people are not that wise, you bring them down from that pedestal, you put them here, and then you can adjust and deal with them with patience. Understand it's a process, and don't engage with too much of your emotions, okay? When you think people are thinking they're just out to get you, like, you will engage your emotions too, naturally. That's why I keep telling you that. Don't give them that much credit. Don't put them on that pedestal. They're not on that pedestal. They will fall, but you'll be disappointed. That will not tamper with how you feel. Be careful. I'm saying it. Yep. Yeah. So Shola said, you're responsible for your own happiness, at the same time making selfish and irresponsible choices that will affect others, especially the children. Yes, we need to be aware of that. That's a real thing. And if you're not too clear, then engage a coach, engage wise counsel, because it's not always clear. I understand sometimes you want self-love, and you're not sure where's the line. Engage wise counsel, okay? It's not a clear, let me just be selfish and call it self-love. No. You just collect. All right. This was a fantastic session, okay? This was a fantastic session. All right. Apology. Yeah, she was trying to tender apology, right? Apology, son. There's fire on the mountain. Good morning, Ola and Lola. Jojo, good to see you. I guess we have two Jojos here, or more Jojos. Spiritual husband lady is already dreaming. Traditional, he has married Judy because he paid the bride price. Oh, he paid the bride price. Okay, all right, I see that. All right, but then the other wife is saying she no want do. So he's a monogamist. He needs to stick with that new wife. Okay. Ola, I'm here today. I deserve a clapping. Yes, Uzo. Yes. Standing ovation for Uzo. Good to see you, Uzo. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, please go and support Gore's Corners channel. She has a channel apparently. Please go support each other. Please go support. I will find you. I will subscribe as well. Okay, Gorex. Let me make sure I don't forget actually. Okay, if I have any content creator listening to what I am saying, I want them to win, because there's a lot of people that are saying the wrong things out there. We need to take over. We need to take over, especially for our children. Okay, I'm very sure YUL has banked his 2 Olocho low self-esteem everywhere. You mean these 2 chicks? All right, thank you so much. This was a good one. Congrats on the big audience and growth. Ola, we're working. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you're brand new here, there are 2 things that you need to do. 2 things you need to do before we leave. Okay, you need to go join the Prestige family on WhatsApp. Okay, that's the link right there. You just go to www.lolaandola.com/WhatsApp. On that way you also get direct notification from me when I go live. I go live at 5 p.m. every day now. Every day as much as possible. Saturdays and Sundays are a little scanty. It depends if I have other things going on. Okay, but weekdays 5 p.m. we're here, we're talking about it, we're extracting these lessons out. Relationships are not your mate. Marriage especially is not your mate. Okay, time is not your mate. Okay, if you preach nonsense to yourself and tell yourself lies, you could collect from time with the word though. Okay, the past is not your mate. Don't get obsessed over the past. Okay, don't question yourself that I should have, coulda, woulda. That's shoulda, woulda, coulda. It doesn't matter. All you have is today. What you do today will determine the future. It doesn't really matter how old you are when I'm talking about what I just said. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, just stay focused on today. What you're learning today, what can you build on top of that? Okay, that's all that matters. Don't allow anybody to shame you because of your past. Your past is what it is. It is what it is. The best we can do with our past is to extract lessons out of it. Don't allow social media to help you extract toxic part of your past. They say because you did this, it makes you. No, it's bullshit for the most part. They don't know what they're talking about. They're projecting on you. Don't allow them. Okay, stay focused on today and what you can do with today. But please respect time. Don't use because of what I just said and say time is nothing. No, time is everything. Literally, time is life. Okay, and hopefully you've been. Let me see who's saying something. Okay, yeah. Shout out to everybody. Sarah can never be a friend to anyone. Lie. That one is selfish. But anyway, hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.